slip it back in that way, and you have your connector.
You could actually sort of have that definitely as pendants and have one as a broken heart.
It's it's $9.95. You get 100 stars. You get yourself 200 pieces in total. That's 4 pennies a fine. That can't be 4 pennies. It can't be. Secret box will be revealed in the next hour. 2 kits with Linda, myself, and all the team will join you on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere.
Good morning, good morning. It's fantastic to have your company. Welcome to the weekend. It is Saturday and we have got a double bubble of lushness for you today. Not just one gorgeous guest designer, but 2. Some of my favourites, it's got to be said. I introduced to you jewellery makers to teach you so many fantastic techniques when we're talking about resin and wire work. Do not go anywhere. We're super excited today. It's all about style icons, and here are 2 of ours, the gorgeous Claire and Fleur, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you all right, my darlings?
Yeah, good.
Called a style icon before.
Well, you are.
I'm a bit of a style icon.
You're not just an award-winning chainmail artist, you're also a style icon, Gil, and I gotcha. Now, make sure you're keeping it interactive all day today. We want your questions, and there's no such thing as a stupid question when it comes to anything. We want your questions, we want your helpful hints and tips. We want to hear your experiences with wire. We've got a kit that's got half round and square wire on it with a value of nearly £100, going way low for you today. We have got too many gorgeous things. Plus, it's Dion's penultimate show before she trots off to multiply her family. There she goes. Look at her, lover. She don't know what's about to hit her, does she? Look at her. You have done it before, but you forget, Dion. You go, oh, I forgot that. Because my sister's had 2 now, and I'm like, oh, I forgot that. Yeah, take it back. Talk to me, girls, about what we are going to see from both of you today.
Going to start?
Yeah, well, so wings, a lot of wings, angel wings.
They're everywhere in the
Yes,
big, thick,
yeah.
glossy magazines at the moment. We're seeing a lot of wings tattoos. A lot of people, like celebrities, are having wing tattoos. So it's a massive trend out there at the moment, isn't it? And you can see here just one of the outstanding pieces. And it's a collaboration between the 2 of you, isn't it, today?
It is, yeah, it is. So we decided to do some resin, some lovely big resin hearts as well for Claire to put the wings around, because that is quite an iconic look in jewellery. There's lots of designers, top designers that have always done those kind of designs.
Yes.
So yeah, that was our thoughts. We would do hearts and wings, and then we've just done a few bits, and they've also got another little added bonus that they glow, some of them.
I love that. And yesterday, of course, we gave you the paracord that sold out in those glowing colours as well. So if you want to get involved with us today, you do need to be quick, I've got to tell you, because all of the items we've got for you are first come, first served. Now let me give you a little heads up on an amazing bundle we've got coming up for you with your bead trays, and we've got an amazing portfolio just after 9 o'clock. That's coming up for you, because I know so many of you have been asking for them. We have got for you some sapphire rounds, some emeralds, the longest strand of emeralds I've ever seen, 100 centimetres. That's a metre to you and me. Well, to everyone. My most excitement has got to be, they're so beautiful, but also malachite.
Very nice.
It's all about today. It's all about today. We're all going crazy. They're perfect, these pearls, aren't they? Oliver just said, are they real? They're completely real, Oliver, I promise you. Make sure you are getting involved today. I did wake up again this morning in a lorry at 4:30. When I came, because we were staying over at a horse show, when I came to work this morning, Fleur said, Have you just driven for 2 hours in your onesie? It did happen.
It did happen with her horse boots on as well.
With my horse boots, and I had to stop for fuel.
Yeah.
I had to stop for fuel. The woman behind the desk didn't even say good morning to me. She was like she was annoyed at my appearance. She didn't even want to look. She was just like, ugh, fool. Like, she doesn't know. She doesn't know me. She's judged me. She doesn't know who I am. Jewellery makers, please get your text messages through 60777 is that text message number. And please make sure you start with the words JM Studio if you're texting. If you would like to get interactive via the powers of the old website, not the old website, it's a nice new one. It's allthews.jewellerymaker.com, and you can send us a message through there. Now, I'm going to give you such a gorgeous chain. Do I get 2 of these? Oh, I do. Oh, I do. I love this chain. I've seen it before. This box chain is incredible, not just for as an average chain, but think about this. It's great for belts. It's great for the handbag straps. It's wonderful for going around a cabochon. I'm just going to start unreeling one for you because I love this stuff. But it's also great in things like steampunk pieces, isn't it? Because it's that sort of colour. And I love the fact, and it's kind of train tracky as well, isn't it? You know? Do you know what I mean? A bit more industrial. Have a look at the box weave that you get on this. I love this chain. It's so strong. So strong. Oliver's saying, do you remember the trend with bike changer? It's absolutely massive. Yeah, I do remember that. Have a look at what gorgeous bracelets you can create. Now, you can put ribbon in and out of this, you can put cord in and out of this, or you can just leave it as it is, pop a finding on the end. Maybe it's going to be something like your bell-shaped ends and you're going to mould them in a certain way. Maybe it's going to be that you're going to wire wrap around these. It's square, so maybe you're going to use your square wire. Oh yes, come on. Elaine in Surrey. Hang on, I can't see you, Elaine. I'll have a look. You look at the chain, I'll have a look at this. Elaine says, yay! My absolute 3 favourite people, plus the crew, of course. I'm looking forward to the show. Do you know what? I feel a little bit like I can't get too excited because I don't know where the stop point is going to be. So I'm really trying hard to contain the bubbles that are about to pop the cork off. Have you ever done that? Nearly took my good eye out the other day, actually, doing it. My friend Leanne went, open this, and I went, boom. I was like, thanks a lot. That'd have been her guiding me around for the rest of her life. Loads of you texting in, I love it already. Catherine in Pembrokeshire says, Dion, going to miss you so much. Aww. We will we'll all be blue without you. Oh. They'll all be blue. There's songs about that we're going to sing to you later. So you get 2 lots of the chain. And the chain is, I haven't got the right thing on my screen, have I? Now, I have got another text message from Hamida, who says, hi all at JewelleryMaker, Claire, Fleur and Jenny, to top it all, Dion, madhouse or what? I'm trying really hard to be professional, have you noticed? No. What do you mean, no? Look a bit sheepy today, actually. Shouldn't have done that.
No, I like your hair like that.
I like it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't look like, you know, on Sesame Street with the meh. Meh. That's what I feel like.
Bit now.
When they're trying to teach you to count and they go, meh. Meh, meh. No, that's me this morning. Anyway, it's about the chain, isn't it? Of course it is. So you have got 5 metres on each, 10 metres of course all together. And I think this will look amazing going round a cabochon. $14.95 for one. And actually, it will, because look, you can really wiggle this, bend it, stretch it. I know these girls are chomping at the bit to tell me what they're going to do with theirs. Let's have it then, ladies.
I would put mine around my shoes. I'd cover my shoes in it.
Of course.
All around the heel, around the top, around the base of the shoe. It'd look amazing.
I want those shoes.
It would look absolutely
Would you go round
amazing.
and round, or would you go...
Yeah, no, I'd do some swirls and I'd do some... Yeah, but I'd definitely go all up the heel as well.
I love that idea. Oliver's saying something very controversial to me. Put it with the pearls. Oliver. It does. Do you know, it's very, very high end. Very, very Gemma Crow. she'd do something like that. Now, both of these should be $29.90. I'm going to give you a price tag, and then I want to know what Claire's going to do with this. But Dion's saying, let's get this party started, shall we? Come on, my little roller coaster of a producer. Let's get this party started. LYG, C45, a double trouble deal. That's how it's happening. Buy one, get one free. That is happening right now here at JewelleryMaker. Get yourself on the phone lines 0800 644 655. It is a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. You can do it online, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Or if you haven't done so already, why haven't you downloaded our app? Get on your app store. Claire, what would you do with yours?
I'd be tempted, you know, Audrey Hepburn's necklace behind you to really like layer it up. Almost, you know, you could have like your wax wire cone, couldn't you? Or, and if it, you know, like to have that twist in it, so you could use your wire through all those wide links.
So loads and loads of texture, really go to town with it. Make a bit of an iconic catwalk piece.
Absolutely.
In keeping with today's theme. I like what you've done there, very clever. Now, Sabrina from West Sussex says, I have all 4 colours of this chain and have separated and spliced small lengths, individual links to make patterns. They open and reclose really. Actually, that's a point because I hadn't asked it whether it opened and closed. So they do. Each link will open and close really, really easily. I think this would look great in conjunction with chainmail, Fleur.
It would. It would really look nice with chainmail. You can imagine some nice pendants hung onto these, so it would actually help reduce the amount of time that you're doing to make a full chainmail piece. You could have a nice chain to go with it. I really like that idea.
I love the idea of keeping all the metallics together and keeping it nice and sort of medieval, because this could be something quite medieval. I'm thinking not just jewellery making. I'm thinking putting this around candles, home decor. This is going to be perfect for things like curtain ties. This is going to be wonderful for adding texture. Think about if you really mix up your crafty genres. Are you a scrapbooker? Maybe this is going to be wonderful to edge a scrapbook. Maybe you want your scrapbook to look kind of Harry Potter-esque, big, thick, gorgeous scrapbook. I think this is going to add that. What do you think? Absolutely fantastic. Mark in Newport says, what time is the square wire on, please? Best wishes, Mark. I just got my tablet working again and Woofay took it because he thought it wasn't working. LYG C45. What time is the square wire on, Dion? Are you going to answer that question? hour, darling Mark. Don't you worry. You do need it, and I do think the kit's going to sell out, and it's £90 worth of value, but not going anywhere near there.
I wonder if that's the Mark that we were admiring his work the other day on Facebook, because if it is that Mark that works a lot with square and half round wire, it's the perfect, absolutely
Have you been Facebook stalking Mark from Newport?
Yes.
Both of you?
Yes.
We're admiring all the jewellery because it is amazing jewellery.
Yeah, if it's that Mark we're thinking of, should Facebook stalk, shouldn't you? Yeah. Healthy.
You should.
Everyone does it.
But then you always do that thing where you click like on something you weren't supposed to be stalking.
You have to be very careful.
No! Delete my entire account immediately and then restart it again. Beverly in Cardiff. I come from Wales this morning, I did. Fleur, Jenny, Dion is going to be an adventure. Anything could happen, in the words of Ellie Goulding. Anything could happen. Couldn't it? It really annoys me when she sings that. Because, no, she doesn't say the H. She goes, anything could happen. I'm like, it's happen. Don't you know my children are listening to this song? Happen. Really annoying. Now, every time you listen to that song, you're going to hear it.
You'd make a fabulous primary school teacher.
Me?
Yeah.
It's happened. Screaming in their faces. Don't listen to Ellie Goulding, she's wrong. 0800 644 655, we are super busy. Make sure you are checking out baskets. Oh, it's starting already, Jewellery Makers. I need one of those leads, the retractable ones. Mike, you could have the button.
Yeah. Thank you.
Maybe not, Mike. I've got so much resin in front of me, I just want to get it all out, but I'm not allowed yet. We've got loads and loads of resin. Now, I'm going to give to you, can I get... Oh, let me see. There we go. I've got so many gorgeous things. Look, can we do the chain? I love this. Now, this is another one that you won't be surprised to learn is in the Cleary collection. Have a look. Oh, you know, yesterday I said that was my favourite chain. I forgot about this chain. I love this. You'd wear this on its own, for absolute sure. I've got this in my jewellery box. I love it. I love it. Do you know what? My auntie, she's Jewish. The reason I tell you that is because she's got Star of David's all over a very similar chain to this, and it's long, and I love it. And I think that sort of thing would look nice. Hang some little stars from it. I love this luster that you get, a really tight link on the silver here, and it gives you a fantastic luster, and that's broken up by the little elements of the silver beads. You would wear, it is literally silk-like, Oliver. You would wear this on its own. It's so pretty. Put a sterling silver charm on it, maybe. Yeah. Oh my gosh, of course. One pearl, done. One of these pearls, and actually, it's quite a contemporary chain, is this. I wouldn't say it's a classic chain, I'd say it's a contemporary, modern chain. It's a new, fresh look, and I love it. I think it's very stylish. I love the luster that you're getting from this. You can really see the silver, and it's going to show off from afar. This would look nice, actually, with Claire's top, wouldn't it? What you're wearing now.
It would. It's an 18-inch, isn't it? So it's a little bit
It'll
lower.
hang nicely, yeah. An 18-inch hangs just at the nice. I wear an 18-inch.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
And I think because it's sort of, it sits nicely in that mid, so it doesn't matter what top you're wearing. You can either tuck it in, and then you don't have to think about it. You can wear it every day. I love chains like this. They're going to add to the style of your jewellery. They're going to add that contemporary twist to your jewellery. You might have a lot of classic pieces right now. This is going to add that contemporary. I think that also they're going to, make you appear more of a professional jewellery maker when you use elements like this, because A, you're using solid stone silver. People respect that. People know that. When you are going to give them a high-end gemstone, perhaps you're going to buy some of the gorgeous pearls. Perhaps you're going to buy some of the sapphire. Oh, actually, do you know what? That's what's perfect with it, the sapphire. I'd put lots of little sapphires going all the way around. I just love this chain. Now, where would you two put this? Is it going to be, and do you use your chain in the traditional way? Would you curl it up and put it inside the resin for some luster, or would you use it as a chain?
I would probably use that as a chain with a chainmail pendant with a sterling silver, because sometimes chainmail, although gems pin linkage is a very fine chain when it's made up in the small jump rings, some chainmail can be a little bit more chunkier, and it's not to everybody's taste. So to put a chainmail pendant on a beautiful sterling silver chain like that, you get the best of both worlds.
Perfect. What say you, Claire?
Well, I really like delicate jewellery, so I would probably just be tempted to, I might put one of the sapphires on or one of the pearls, but just to have it how it is, because that lustre is, I think it's really lovely just as it is.
We're all loving the chain, and we've all got our own individual ideas about this, but I do think if you were going to sell this on, you could give the option to have the chain and then add whatever you wanted to afterwards. So I think a lot of your customers might not want to add something, because I think this is just beautiful on its own. 71 chances remaining. Every one that we had was in this auction. $9.95. It's not an auction, is it? No. It's a price slash though. You're such a minx. Dion's penultimate show is going to see lots of crazy price tags today. £7.95. Make sure you're multi-buying. You've got a 30-day no questions asked money back guarantee on absolutely everything that you buy from us here at JewelleryMaker. At £7.95, you're getting super, super, super value. A beautiful contemporary chain, something that is quite unlike anything else we have. Mark in Newport says, thank you very much, ladies. I couldn't ask for nicer stalkers. I feel like I should stalk him too. I'm going to go on the JewelleryMaker page and stalk him now. We're getting stalky. We're getting stalky. £7.95. Says in Cheshire's awake, everyone. Could this be girls behaving badly? Brace yourself. Jem can only keep a lid on the madness for so long. No!
I think it's about 5 minutes, wasn't it?
I don't know. I think I'm being sensible. No?
Yeah, fairly, but then,
Yeah, by 11 o'clock, I think that's it.
I've had a coffee, never have coffee. I've got another one next to me. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? I'm a tea drinker by trade, but I thought, no, go for it. Go for the caffeine. Why wouldn't you, Jenny? You need the energy today, but I don't. So anything again could happen. $7.95, 47 chances. You know what? A great price, girls. A brilliant price tag.
And I just think at the moment, with all the I'm speaking now.
Sorry.
With all the all like your bridal fair. Yeah, we'll try and do that in the break. So
My money's on Fleur. She's
mine is.
like scrappy do. Rugged. It's Scrappy doing Scooby. Sorry, Claire, you were saying, darling.
Something really good as well. And it's no, I was thinking about like bridal fairs.
Yeah. Yes.
So you for all your bridesmaids, because then you could just add your whatever your one gem is, because it's like you could have like kunzite, couldn't you, or morganite, or what all the beryls, things like that, and just have one gem. But I mean, it's going to be it's going to be a lot more than that of you reselling on, but very little work.
And actually, I think this would look beautiful just on its own for bridesmaids. It wouldn't be too distracting from the dress.
Yeah.
Another text message coming in. I love your interaction today. Catherine says, it's going to be a great show. We have Flair and you all. Flair? That's what we're calling you. Flair. Just be you, Jenny. Don't be all professional. I love you. You're bright. Thank you. I might get fired. I'll try to be a bit of both.
I was thinking if we get to the end of the show and nobody's lost their job, then that's good going, isn't it?
It could all be our last show with Dion's penultimate show. It could be a weekend of finals.
We'll have to just... I tell you what, though, we could help you with the baby then, couldn't we? I'll do the night feeds. Everything will be fine. Another text message in from Maureen. Morning, ladies. Hair looks great, Jenny. Looking good, girly. Maureen from Notts. Thanks. But I do feel like a sheep.
Well, that's all right. I'm
I can do a great
Scrappy-Doo.
sheep face.
She's Scooby-Doo and a sheep.
You are Scrappy-Doo, though.
Yeah, I am a bit Scrappy-Doo. Yeah, I am a bit Scrappy-Doo, yeah.
Do you remember him? Let me at him. I'm going to get you a Scrappy-Doo t-shirt. I love it. I love it, I do. We all voted you, between us presenters, the one designer we wouldn't have a scrap with.
I think we were in a workshop that day.
Oh yeah, it was arm wrestling, wasn't
it? And then everyone was
wrestling.
like trying to work out who would win out of a fight of me and you.
Yeah.
Who was it? Who decided? Who was it?
No one could decide. There's only one way to settle that, isn't there? In the...
Could be like this. Could be like the season finale of Game of Thrones with Jon Snow. We could have the end.
We'll do it in the summer. We'll fill a great big paddling pool full of that jelly bath stuff that I'm obsessed with. Do you have that with the kids?
No.
You need to. Have you had it with Shayla yet? Jelly bath. It's the best thing you've ever done.
Is it?
Yeah. What do you mean none of you have done it? Call
Is
yourself
it
parents.
meant to clear up though?
No! It's like magic. You're in the bath, you sprinkle the crystals in, bath turns to jelly. Have enough of sitting in jelly, take more crystals, sprinkle, bath turns back to water. And it's brilliant in paddling pools. Brilliant. You can go mad with the stuff. Gets all in your hair and stuff, but it's brilliant. That's what summer's about, jelly bath. That's what it's all about. CEP008 is your item code. Angela in Surrey saying, JM Studio, good morning, my gorgeous trio, the best combination. It's going to be a wonderful day. Love all your designs and ideas. Love Angela. Angela, the designs are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alison, Tarry, the lady we love, the only ladies and crew. She sat there with a dog at the foot. Looking stunning, ladies and mates. Fleur, rocking the new hair colour. Can't wait for a fun show. Amazing. OMG, just heard malachite. Oh, yes, you did, girl. Oh, yes, you did. Let's show you exactly what Lady Tarry is talking about. There we go. Gorgeous malachite. I like your hair colour like that.
I had a senior moment with the box. I saw copper, but I didn't see the red copper above it. I just saw copper.
I like it, that colour.
I like it. I love it now, yeah. It was just a bit of a shock when I got out the shower. I took the towel off my hair and went, that's not orange. So I dried it, hoping that it would go oranger as it dried, and it didn't. But yeah, I like it.
I've never dyed my hair a different colour, ever.
Oh, I'm like a colour chart.
I'm really boring, aren't I?
Didn't you use the, when you were younger, the one that, so it's supposed to be, make it natural?
No, because my hair was white, my eyebrows were white, I was a big foot. No.
Didn't you?
Completely white, but now it's gone darker, obviously. Age does that to you, doesn't it? We've only got 19 of these left. You have to be quick if you want them. They're £7.95. We have got half, round and square wire in our kit today. You are going to want it. We have got resin today. We have got the portfolio today. We have got the boingy boingies. Everybody knows the song. Ooh, such a good time. Boingy boingies, shoes all in a line. It's about a bouncy castle, that song. You know that, right? Stilettos are a no-no. Now, have a look. The bead stoppers. Some of my favourite things, just because they're fun. White socks slipping down. Look at them. Why would I need one of these? Why, Fleur?
Because if you've ever made a jewellery, a beaded jewellery on a piece of beading thread, and you pick the wrong end up and it all falls off and it's all maybe chips and nuggets, it's taking you quite a while to
Kumhimo as well.
Yeah, Kumhimo. They just help you keep the ends together so that all your beads won't come off the end. And if you want a design where you have to have a certain bit, say with the resin, I've used some to hold the head pins in place as well, where the in the earrings. So you can use them to hold things in place as well as just stopping the beads falling off your temporary strand or your strand that you're stranding onto.
You'd obviously, like, say I'd undone this strand, it would go on the end of that. Doors rung, doorbell's gone, beads everywhere, cat's going crazy. These sorts of things are so handy, so handy. So they can hold things into position for you. You can hold them upright. This is going to be like a double trouble deal. You get 2 packs of the bead stoppers. Now, what you'll notice about these bead stoppers that are different to the ones that we originally gave you is that they've got the little grippers on them. Those blue grippers. Grippers? Is that how he said it? They've got little grippers on them there, haven't they? Her's got grippers on her. Grippers. Take your grippers off me. Now, those little grippers make a big difference, actually, between thumbs are aching and thumbs are not aching.
Yeah, they certainly are. But it's just that little bit more care and attention in the design of them, isn't it? You know, because they've got those, like you say, those things on it. Anybody with dexterity problems, it was a little bit more difficult to squeeze those little coils of wire together, but now with these, they're a lot more easier.
They're a lot easier, aren't they?
Yeah,
or
they
if your husband's getting on your nerves and he's got a hairy chest. That'll learn him. MBG C13, don't do that, that was just a joke. £8.95, these have always been sellouts. Things like this, that, you know, your macrame pins, they sell out straight away. So do these, because they're just so handy. They keep everything neat and tidy. They stop all your beads going everywhere. If you're into bead weaving, if you're into kumihimo, and you don't want to have to do one project in one go, you want to come back to it, then these are perfect. On the end of each line of beaded kumihimo, you just pop these on and it stops it going everywhere, which means you can have that ongoing project. Really fantastic for your stash. Absolutely loads of you. If you're experiencing queues on the phone lines today, please stay where you are. It is a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. You will have that 30-day money-back guarantee on everything, so I know a lot of you are getting everything this morning. Don't worry, it's one price tag for your basket. £2.95 in that basket will take you up until midnight. It's time to give to you the kit that everybody's texting. Kit, kit, kit. When are we going to see it? Well, let's get over there. My darling angels, let's go and see these two lovely ladies, and let's kick off our Style Icon weekend. It's like kiss you too. I'm not a kisser by trade, but fancy the kiss. How are you, girls?
Really good.
Good.
You have had now I've never had a situation where 2 designers have been given the same kit and you've both been able to work on it. I know we've done project kits before, so for you two this must have been a really exciting opportunity.
Yeah, this is our 3rd Flare show where we've worked together with, well, the second one was a challenge show where Claire did chainmail and I did wire work. So yeah, we've worked together a few times now, and it's so nice because you bounce off of each other with the ideas. So Claire will say, oh, how about this? And I'll say, oh, that would look nice as well in that. And between the 2 of you, you come up with what I think is some really nice pieces of jewellery.
I think it's a great idea if you've got any friends there that are jewellery makers as well. Get together with them, do little meets, get together and really bounce off each other like Flare have both done. Now, the jewellery that you've both designed together is beyond outstanding, totally stealing that. Love it. Absolutely love this.
And it all
3
glows.
hearts in the resin and it glows. I love that. And you know what I love about this resin is, I know when we say glowing colours, we're thinking bright, shocking neons. These are soft pastel colours.
Yeah.
And that's something that's really new to me. These are soft pastel glow-in-the-dark colours. They're absolutely beautiful. But you've also got some iridescence in there as well with the glitter. And this is a certain glitter that you use with resin that and it disperses nicely, doesn't it? It doesn't come up to the surface. Just gorgeous. I love this angel wing effect, and I love the texture that you've got from the pearls that looks like feathers as well. Every piece is something we all want in our jewellery collection, isn't it? Beautiful. Have you ever used resin before at home? If not, get texting in. Ask us questions about it. I've used resin at home in our house. You saw the table that Simon did that we resined over the top of. That was a project that took us.
Yeah.
Well, it took him ages to do the pennies, but then it took us. We did it together. We did 2 layers, and it's a nice thing to do.
It is. It's lovely, and it's great for the kids to get involved. The mixing, I always do for my children, and then I let them play with the resin, and as long as they've got their hands protected with the cream or little gloves on there, they're fine.
I didn't do that. I forgot. And do you know what happened? The blinking dog got up on the table. He's resined the top of his head and his ear on the actual skin. So that's that. He's got a pure resin ear. Weatherproof, but resin. You can still hear. Well, it is weatherproof, isn't it? Don't resin your dog to make it weatherproof. And he's gone all like, well, his fur's just in resin on the top of his head. It's no good. I love that. It's so pretty. I love it. Do you love it, Jewellery Makers? Now, you're already getting on the website for this, so I'm going to tell you what you're getting because everybody's going bananas already. So I'm going to give you the wire first of all. I'm just going to pop this your way then, Clary. Thank you, my dear. You're getting so much wire. You're getting the silver and that gorgeous butter soft gold. I love that
Yeah,
colour.
I think that's my favourite, absolute favourite.
Isn't it lovely?
It's very elegant, isn't it?
It
Very
really
elegant.
is. So let me talk to you about exactly what you've got. You've got 1 metre of the silver-plated flat wire, which is this one here, and that is 3 millimetres. So that's totally flat. Brilliant for bezel setting.
Yeah.
And
bangles, you know, things like that. Especially if you hammer it out, so you get lovely textures on. You can stamp onto it.
Oh yeah,
Wonderful.
you could stamp onto
Yeah.
it. It'd make gorgeous, and rings as well, I think.
Yeah.
Gorgeous rings. And this is where Claire's used that flat wire as that bezel around here. Fantastic. Well done, Claire.
Thank you.
Then you're getting 100 metres of the silver round wire. And that is, I've got so much wire here, I'm sorry that I'm reading it. I'm sorry about that, it's very unprofessional, I know. 0.4 millimetres, so a wonderful wire wrapping wire, Claire,
Yes, so
isn't
all
it?
your weaving and knowing that it's going to go through pretty much the majority of your gemstones as well. So, you know, all your pearls, things like that, you know, you're going to be able to use it in that way. And that you've got enough there to, I always think when you have that much, you know that your skills are going to get much more improved because you're not as precious about it. So, you know, because you can keep going, practice until you get perfect. So brilliant.
So there's 100 metres of that 0.4. Then I'm going to give to you 1 metre of, let me go into the silver, 1 metre of half round wire at 0.6. That looks like that one. So it's half round, which means, I'll tell you the diameters. You get half round and you get the square. Now the half round has got the rounded top and the flat bottom. The square is square wire. So you have got 3 metres of that. And then you have got, so that's 0.6. Then you get the half round wire in a 0.8. Then you get the half round wire in a 1 millimetre. Then you get the half round wire on, no, the square wire, sorry, on a 0.5. Then you get the square on a 0.6 and a 0.8. And then you get the exact same, and you get the square on a 1 millimetre as well. Then you get the exact same in the gold. So you've got, so the round top, flat bottom, and you've got the bezel sets. I'm going to show you the difference between half round and square. So this one
So that's
is
the square.
square, isn't it? Here's the square wire. It looks so professional, doesn't it, square
Yeah, you
wire?
get wonderful, wonderful results because you've got, as you said, sort of like that profile. So you've got a flat edge going against a flat edge. When you wrap and bind the wires together, you get a really very neat, almost like machine finished piece of jewellery, which again is wonderful for building your confidence of you know how neat and tidy your jewellery looks.
And this is a square wire as well, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
So let me show you. This is an example of a square wire too. And then I'm just looking for a half rounder. That's a half rounder.
Half round. But can you see when you have those angles as well, you get that, it's almost like increased lustre because you've got, you know, different
Definitely.
angles catching the light.
Absolutely.
It's wonderful. I absolutely, I love square wire and half round.
Look how much you get. Look how much. 18 different wires. Absolutely fantastic. This is the silver. Look at all of the gold. Absolutely amazing.
I mean, it goes on and on and on, doesn't it?
Now I've got 2 of these. Did I get 2?
No,
You
so
get
you've got
2
a 3
sizes.
and a 3 and a 5. So you know how you said about I said about bangles and you said about rings. So you can have if they've been matching because they're sort of a slightly narrower. So probably use the 3mm for the rings.
Look at that. Now I'm going to quickly read the list off again of exactly what you get because I think I confused you. So you get 100 meters of 0.4 round wire. You get 1 meter of gold flat wire at 3mm, 1 meter of gold flat wire at 5mm, 1 meter of silver flat wire in the same 5 and 3mm. You get 3 meters of gold half round 1mm, the same in 8mm. And then you get the square in an 8mm, and you get the square in a 1mm, the half round in the gold as well in a 0.8. And you get 3 meters of that, by the way. It's the 1mm, it's the 1 meter in these, in the flat ones. And then you get the exact same in the silver. So you've got all those different gauges. My confusion is because on my list, everything's written out 4 times instead of once. So I'm really sorry. You get 18 wires all together. You've got 1mm, you've got 0.8, you've got 0.6, you've got 0.5. Is that all of the gauges? That's all of the gauges,
And
right?
0.4.
And a
And
0.4 in the round one. So you get all the gauges you need. Now, Fleur, you've just given me...
Just to show the flat wire, the square wire, how it makes, just by wrapping it around your ring mandrel, how you can create cause I did that one.
I love it.
That's my wire
so
work.
easy, though, as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love that ring.
It's just so, and if you want to glue your resin cabochons or any cabochons onto it, because you've got that nice flat base, it's so much easier.
Much easier to adhere to anything that you want to bond on. Angel Wings Wire Collection, UIG C93, 16 reels of wire. Is that correct? 18 reels of wire. 18 reels of wire with all the gauges. You should be paying £92.55. You've got all the gauges that we do here in the square wire and the half round wire. You are getting such a treat. Look at all of this. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful wire. So professional looking. But we're going down in price. And you get that flat bezel wire as well. Love it. Bezels, bangles, rings. You can do it all. And the round wire, you've got 100 metres of, all the way down to £44 and 95 pence. That's over £47 off. UIG C93, absolutely loads of you are lighting up my screens right now. That's £2.50 less than that per reel. Is this a good price tag, girls?
That's an amazing price tag.
Comparatively, and also, is it easy to get square and half round wire?
No. I mean, I wanted this bundle when I saw Claire working with it, and when I used it to make the rings, because like I say, I'm not a wire worker, and I found it quite easy to work with the square profile wire and the half round. It was very easy to wrap and to, but that flat bezel wire creates really nice, just like bezels on the end one with a glitter in it. All I've done is just folded it over the top and made a loop and then glued it onto
So
the
it
back.
makes a great bezel as
So
well.
it's
You
just
can see that.
Just makes a bail, you know, it's amazing. All these gauges are absolutely fabulous to work with, and they're really nice to work with as well. They really, they're kind to work with. They're not like wire that tries to fight you.
And
It's
do
on
you know,
your side.
it is forgiving. Would you be able to make jump rings out of this and do a different effect in chainmail?
Yeah, you could definitely with the 1mm and the 0.8 ones. Yeah, you could definitely make jump rings out of them and have a go with them.
I love that because it's going to create different looks. Claire, for you, with the value that you're seeing here, is this a kit that I could get many, many different projects, many different pieces out of?
Yeah, because I mean, I've still got, I've hardly, I mean...
You've got loads!
Yeah, so I've made all my, you can see, so that's still all my second sample. So what normally happens is, we'd obviously make up the jewellery, and then we'd go into the second kit for our demo pieces. So I've made all my prototypes, made the finished pieces, and I've still got a lot of wire left over from the first kit. So I haven't
Without even going into your second lot.
I haven't touched that. So
That's fantastic.
I mean, it just sort of goes on and on and on. And you know, you can see there's a lot of weaving has gone on there. There's a lot of wire work in there. But you know, it's just, and I think if you've never tried square and half round wire, if you get that kit, I think you'll wish that you got two, because it just brings such a different dimension to your jewellery making. It really does.
Look at the square wire roses. Roses? They're amazing. And it gives you that totally different look. You've just twisted them,
Yes,
and it gives you the effect of petals. Just fantastic. You know what? You've got to use the square and half round wire because it's going to give you a totally different look. It's very easy, but it does look very professional. I know Alison Tarry uses this for christening style bracelets. It looks professional. It looks neat and tidy. And let me tell you, it sells out every time we bring it to you. You're getting a £47 saving today. £44.95. Dawn, you've texted us in that kit, a few cabs, a small toolkit. That's your business up and running for less than £100. Awesome. She's gone down to £39.95 because she wanted to give everyone a £50 saving. A £50 saving. Over £50 saving. You have to get it today though. We are only guaranteeing this kit at this price for today only, at £39.95. UIGC93 is your item code. There are small queues on the phone lines forming. Please make sure you stay where you are. If you're dialing from a UK landline, it is a free phone number. So girls, this is a super value kit for you. What about the different, would it be your wire of choice? What are you going to say to anybody out there who's never used this kind of wire before?
Sorry, so the other thing is how wonderful it is to prong set with, so which we'll do a bit of that in the demonstration.
Where have you prong set? Can we see?
So I've prong set, so the blue heart is prong set, and the cuff is also prong set.
Is it your wire of choice to prong set with then?
Yes,
over round wire?
Yes, because you've got a flat edge, so it's sort of, it hugs it, hugs whether you have, I mean, that's resin there, but whether, like the last person texted in, so a cabochon, it's going to sit and hug that stone, really, really securely, and you just get very, very nice, neat, a neat finish.
That's why I think it looks professional. It looks like something that you've got from a jeweller's, and it does look like a silversmith piece when you use the square wire because you've got those professional looking prongs. You've got that neatness that you can achieve with a round wire, but you have to be really expert to get that neatness. Whereas with the half round wire, it's very forgiving and it almost helps you along the way of that neatness and that professionalism, doesn't
very
it?
much
Would
so,
you say that?
Yeah, absolutely. Which I think then, certainly for me, if a material helps you, that builds your confidence, which then makes you want to try other things, and so it just makes your jewellery making journey, even better, really.
Starts the ball rolling for you and gets that confidence going, and that's so important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Another text coming in from Elaine in Surrey, who says, got mine, sore fingers ahoy! But then you did say it's more forgiving on the fingers, didn't you? Another one coming through from Sonia in Greater London Town. I had no intention of buying anything today. Now I have to sell my child. Thanks. JewelleryMaker does not stand behind anyone selling children. It's definitely illegal. You'll have to do something else. You'll have to do something else.
This is perfect as well for your Viking knit because you've got 100 metres. So if you're into your Viking knit as well, you can do quite a lot of Viking knit pieces with this.
0.4, 100 metres in the silver. Great for Viking knit as well. Fantastic. UIG C93 is your item code. You have to be quick if you want this. Look at everybody. You can see everyone's names. How many people are multi-buying? Goodness gracious me. Look at everybody. Look, it's a brilliant saving. Are you making it? Oh, is Dion worried about what money she's making today? Obviously not. Obviously not. JewelleryMaker's £39.95. But how many have we got left? Oh, we're listen, you need to be very, very quick is all I'm going to say. Now, we're going to do a demonstration. What's the first demo, girls?
So what I thought I'd do, so hopefully I'm going to try and get in a little bit of the how to make the wing shape and from a template which you can we can put on Facebook as well, and then go a little bit into the prong setting if we've got time, and see how it goes really.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Well, let's kick off then, shall we?
Okie doke.
Where do I start?
So if we start off with the with our template for, so it's having a little look at if we've got sort of a basic wing shape, and we can sort of, you could photocopy this and enlarge or sort of decrease the size as you wanted. So as always, what you would do if you're working with a heart shape or a round or an oval cabochon, so you would just sort of draw around your, I'll just take that one there. So you can see, so all I've done, I've sort of put it on the paper.
So you've done this already
made the outline, and then I can sort of work my wing shape around it. So the other thing you would do with your, when you've got your, especially if it's a slightly unusual shape, so you could just draw around that shape and work out where's best to put your prongs. So there's a little bit of working out, because you've got so many components. It's not sort of just like a one component piece of jewellery. So what you need to do, have a little bit of preparation, and that will make it much easier, a much more enjoyable process of making. So if you've drawn it out, and you can have a little look of where you would need to put your prongs to secure. Now you can do as many prongs as you want. I mean, Jem has a very sort of set style of, you know, I can always tell if Jem has set a prong set a piece, because she will have lots of prongs, and that's sort of almost, because when I see it, I know that Jem has done that because that's her style. So you can sort of make those that you know, your style. But I would say at a minimum you will need 4. So if it's a heart shape, if we're looking here, so you've got security coming from the top and from the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that's our starting point. So a little bit of preparation. So then what we can do is we can have a little play about with the sizes of the wings. So again, you can have, so I've got 3 on that one. I think on the cuff we've got 5. You know, other things 4. Play about with sort of almost how many. What would you call them on wings?
Feathers.
Yeah, the feathers.
Yeah, it'll come to me in a minute.
Yeah, I know it.
The sections, the segments.
Yeah, can't think, it'll come back to me. So if we look at that one there, so you can see, so we've got here, we're following the same sort of pattern, but this one is in the flat wire. So we're not, the bits that I was talking about, the feather bit, so I've got 5 here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going round, and we want to have that. So if we turned it to its side like that, so you could then have sort of a double. So if you wanted the 2 wings, you would put them together like that. So it's just following the same process, but just obviously you alter the size. So if we start off, so I'm going to take some of the, so I'm going to work with I think this is the 1 mil. So I'm sort of working with the heaviest gauge.
Or
this is the square.
So you get 1 millimetre square wire in the kit. Don't forget, in both silver and the gold.
Okay, so I'm just going to, and obviously if I were at home, I'd probably secure this to something so it's not going to move about too much. But you can see, what I'm going to do, I'm almost going to trace around this outline using the wire. So I'm just using standard tools, nothing different. So I've got my chain nose pliers, I might use my round nose as well. So nothing new, you don't need any other specialist tools. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give myself a tail to work with. So I've got here probably about 5 centimetres of a tail. So I'm starting there, so I'm going to grip quite firmly with my chain nose pliers and just get a first bend going through. So you can see this is one of the heaviest gauges. It's not difficult to use at all. And
it's
that's
really
my starting
soft,
point.
that was then.
It is soft, but it's almost like, you know, like the soft core wire that we do. It'll work hard and very, very quickly, so it holds it. It really does hold its shape. So you can see now, so I'm starting the first line. So I want to come to about here. So I'm going to start making that bend. I'm going to take it off the template, just again with my pliers. And you can, the only difference is I would pay a little bit of attention to, so you can see where the straight edge is. Sometimes when you're manipulating, and again, it'll give you different effects because it can twist.
Like
So-
the roses have twisted,
Yes.
you've done that on purpose, but in
Yes.
this case you want to keep it...
Yeah, but it's not the end of the world if it does twist.
Okay.
Because as you said, you know, you get that lovely luster. So again, so I'm going to come up to about here. So I'm looking at my template. So again, I'm going to find the point. I'm going to take that over. So I'm bringing that down now. So if I thought, when I looked at that point, I might think that's a little bit square. So I can swap my pliers over and just give a little bit of a curve just to soften that edge a little bit. So I just use my round nose pliers a little bit just to soften that, so you can see there. So what I would want to do, if I want to weave in and out of these, I want to give it a little bit of height on the profile, but also I want to give myself enough room to make it easy to weave in each individual point. So I put on there and I'm going to go down. So I'm taking that down, and I'm not going to squidge it really, really close together, because if I do, that makes it a lot harder to then weave in these sections. So I'm just going to leave that, pop it down, reference, find where the point is here, and again grip nice and tightly and curve up. So what I'm aiming for when I do this is I want a nice curve, a nice arc going up into a point up to here. So that's sort of giving them that fluidity of the wing shape. So I just keep working my way, and I can alternate whether I wanted to go keep dropping down a step if you like. So if I looked at the profile, that each one would go down. So if I just demonstrate what I mean with that. So I've gone up there, and then my next one I would go down. So you can see if I looked at it from the side, every so often it's sort of dropping down a step. Now if I feel it's curving too much, all I need to do is I can then go back. So I pop again, reference it, take it away, but this time when I do my last edge, so if I bring it up and come across, I would then come above rather than
So
below.
good, isn't it? We've got a text from Pauline who says, before JM got square and half round wire, I had to buy from the USA. It was very expensive and not always good quality. So happy with JM's wire. You need to check out baskets for the kit now. If you don't, I've got too many unchecked baskets. There's so many in front of me. You get so much wire. Have a look at it all. Absolute incredible price tag. You should be paying just under £100 for this. You're getting over a £50 saving. It's about £55 saving. £39.95 UIG C93 is your item code. This should not be happening. We should not be doing this. It's Dion's penultimate show. We've got the girls in. We are talking about trouble, trouble, trouble today. Already Fleur's been sent to the naughty corner. She's sat on that. She's sat there now. She's not allowed to talk for 5 minutes. I told you, get back. She's there. She's there. I told you, don't touch people like that. Go on. Serzi in Cheshire said, got my bundle. This is my kind of madness. Thanks, Dion. Very clear demo again from Claire. Lots of kisses.
Thank you.
£39.95. UIG C93. You need to check it. I'm sorry that I didn't have the list in front of me to tell you the exact gauges. I think we got there in the end with you, didn't we? I think we did. Do you know the exact gauges?
Not off the top
Just
of my
loads of
head.
wire.
Yeah,
Just
loads.
loads.
But gauges that work really, really well together. It's not that it's just.
I know
sort of
you
like
had 0.6, 0.8, 1
1 mil,
millimetre.
yeah, but they all work.
in all
and
of
then
them.
you've got the 0.5 as well. So you've got, you know, you can have
Oh,
really,
yes, you
really
had the
lovely
0.5.
wrapping. Yeah, yeah, wonderful.
She's coming back now. Go on then. Have you learnt your lesson, haven't you? That was
Sorry.
2
Naughty
minutes.
I'm really sorry. I'll do lines later as well.
Okay. A minute for each offence.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm really sorry.
All right. That's 2 telly-offy things. I've had to write a telly-offy list in the kitchen today, didn't I?
You did.
Went mad when I came in. Mad.
Oh yes, that was a
Know what they've
scary
done?
note.
Know what they've done, jewellery makers? They'd opened the dishwasher here at JewelleryMaker Towers. Some of it was clean. They put their dirty cups in it. And then dirty cups all on the top. Went mad, didn't I? Went mad, didn't I, Wufei? I washed them all up. Wrote a letter.
It's quite
I
a
tell you
stern
what.
letter, wasn't it?
It was. It was a little bit sweary. said if my kids wouldn't do, they wouldn't dare. Wouldn't dare. £39.95. Now, Dion's just telling me in my ear that we've got the list, have we? Oh, she's writing it physically out for me. Thank you, my darling. So we'll continue with you, Claire, and then I'll tell everybody after the break exactly what they're getting. Don't worry, we'll go over the break so that you will get your full demonstration.
So the only difference when we start to sort of come up to this top section is because we've got sort of quite, straighter edges here, but now we want to add in a bit more of a curve. So all you need to do is, again, so just give that a little bit of a, warm it up slightly, a little bit of a tease to bring it round. So we'll take it up here, remove it off the template, and again bring that round. So you can see we're starting to get more of that curve of a wing shape. So if I bring that, so I've got the last one now, and can you see how I'm sort of, they're graduating where it's sort of coming in here, and bring round. Again, pop it back on my template, so the last one, and be realistic with this. You can see, so I'm trying to follow it, but I'm creating a 3-dimensional object from a 2-dimensional drawing, so it's never going to be exactly the same. So I'm sort of going to show you in a minute how I then do the other side, because I'm really not very good at, I couldn't do this side and then go and do the other side and have it uniform. So I'm going to show you in a minute
how to... Show us a trick.
Yeah, well, it's a trick for me that I was quite smug about doing.
I love that. Look what I've done, everyone.
Yes.
All by myself.
So we've got our last. I need to think of that word, don't I? So so we've got our one side. So there we go. So
I don't know. I think it's segment, but
I think it's something like tendril or something.
I was
like
thinking
that.
tendril, but that's more
plant
fingering, isn't it? No?
Yeah. So now this is my smug magic trick. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of bring it down. So if I just reference with my cabochon here. So if I bring that down, so I'm going to take that at the back. If I turn over, I want to bring to sort of about here. So again, I'll take my finger away. So I'm going to bend back, and I'm going to follow now and repeat. So I'm not going to use the template, I'm not going to use the drawing template, so I can move that to the side. I'm going to now use the wire work that I've just done as my template. And that's my smug, clever trick, which I'm sure everyone would have thought of straight away, wouldn't you?
No, not me. Not me. You?
I was really pleased with myself.
She'd been there, yeah. She was already on it.
I was like, Claire, you're a genius.
You're such a genius, Claire.
Only because Claire showed me how to do it without making a heart.
Oh, so you thought, why don't you just use your own trick?
Yeah.
She hadn't thought of that, had she? No.
Not that quick. So again, so I'm just going to use this and follow round. So you can see I'm just coming at the back. But what I need to remember is I want to go do the reverse. Okay, so on this bit, so because I'm going to be opening it out like that, so I'm going to be bending out and doing all my wire work in this direction rather than this direction. So if I drop down here, so you can see, so I can just go all the way along and follow. And you'll get a bit of movement, but that's absolutely fine. So you just continue working around and use that as your...
There we go. As your thing.
Yes,
yeah?
as your thing.
Do
yes.
me. Now, we have to go to a break, but don't worry, we will be back with Claire straight after the break. We're going to give you the second part of the kit as well. The fun will continue with us and you after this.
I started crafting from a very young age, doing all sorts of different crafting. That developed into card making and then onto jewellery making.
I got started because my sister started giving us jewellery and the women in the family jewellery as gifts.
To start, I was making it for me, and then my friends saw what I was wearing, and then one of my friends said, well, why don't you have a go at selling? So I thought, well, I'll give it a go and see how it goes.
I do like a challenge. Because sometimes you look at something that you can't do it, but then you don't know if you don't try, do you?
When you've made it and you've just made it, you think that's nice, put it on. When you get it out the next time, that's when you think, yeah, that looks really good, that looks quite professional, I'm proud to wear it.
Quite often at work they'll ask me what I'm wearing. They're astonished. First of all, you think something's so simple and they're astonished at the piece of jewellery that you've made.
They say it looks so professional, and when I show them how easy it is to do, they're saying, oh, can I have a go of it?
These necklaces are great for layering up, for atmosphere, sort of holidays.
Because they're there in the living room with you, you get to see the same people on a regular basis, and you feel a bit like you know them.
It's like a family, you know all the guests that are on the TV. And then when you come to something like a workshop, it's really good because you seem to know everybody, you know about the people that you're working with.
It just feels like your own family, that you're actually there with them and you are part of their family, you're part of their, you know, their community.
Get creating stunning designs in no time at all with this brilliant Introduction to Kumihimo DVD with guest designer Sarah Elvin. These easy to follow steps on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and will show you the best techniques to get you started with this amazing medium. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
If you have a question or a query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Welcome back, you're watching JewelleryMaker. We are going to continue with Claire's demonstration and the kit is on your screen right now. We've been dancing like this and Mike took a picture of us. I don't know what it's with our bingo wings out. Well, me, because yours are hidden. You haven't got any. You haven't got any. UIGC93 is your item code for the kit. You are saving over £50. What is it, 55 something? £39.95. You should be paying just under £100 for all this wire. I'm going to give you the exact details again of this, but before I do that, we're going to continue the design with Claire.
Okay, so as if by magic, so I've done this in exactly the same way. So we've done the one side as I demonstrated, folded it over, and then done the other side. So you can see you've got sort of, well, it's not exact, but pretty much, you know, it's quite uniform, it's quite symmetrical. And so you just open it out, and you've got both of the wings. So again, we then reference with our the other components. So we put that. So if that's our heart or our cabochon, so we're going to now do the setting that we would need to secure the gem or the resin. So what we're aiming to get is something like this. So we want our, again, so I've used the square wire and the half round. So I've dropped down a gauge now. So this was in the 1mm, but what I can afford to do, I can afford to drop down. So I've got the 0.8 here, and I think I've wrapped with the, I think it's the 0.6 that I've wrapped with. So I've wrapped around with the half round and built the structure with the 0.8. Okay, so as we'd looked at the little diagram, so we've got our prongs in the right places. So how we would build that, I mean, I've done prong setting. I'm not going to go through all of it because I've done quite a bit of prong setting, but you can just to sort of give you the basic ideas. So what we'd need to do, we're going to turn over the cabochon or the resin that we're going to set, and so we've got slightly unusual shape. So again, we want to leave ourselves a little bit of a tail. So again, I'm going to leave probably about a 5 centimetre, and I want to just make my first layer. So if we look at our prong setting, we're going to think of it of layers that we're going to have. So first of all, we want our first layer is just going to mirror the shape of our the gem or the resin that we're setting. So our first layer needs to sit well within the inside edge. So you can see there that's well in. So it's not out here. It's sitting quite in, because what will happen when we start to wrap as well, we will increase the thickness, so it will sort of edge out slightly as well. So that's something to bear in mind. So I want to go really into that shape, but we're going to follow the outline with the wire. So what I'm going to do is going to grip here and pull in. So you can see by putting pressure here and gripping, so I'm going to grip here and then just slight pressure, and I'm getting that nice curve coming round. So we're just going to bring it in slightly. So again, take my chain nose pliers and make the heart shape. So that's really easy to do. Again, I'm just going to bring that round, and so this is with the 0.8 and push in. So again, reference, that's absolutely fine. So we've now got what is our first layer. So if we look at it like that, that's layer 1. So we're going to now retrace our track, so we're going to go back around and we're on to layer 2. So if I sort of open it up, you can see, so this is now layer 2. So what we want to do is, we could look at our
I think it's
drawing.
fronds.
Is it fronds?
Or is it plumes?
Plumes. I think it was plumes I was thinking of. Oh, well done.
It wasn't me.
Yeah,
it
no
was
plumes.
it was Jackie in North Yorkshire, and there's been others as well. Some words I don't know what they mean.
Yes, plumes.
Plume of feathers.
Ah.
Yeah, that's a pub near me. I should have known that. Wendy said remages or coverts.
Oh, I've not heard of.
Remages or remages, coverts.
Oh, I'll have to look at those words when I get home.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah.
We should be more lingual, shouldn't we?
Oh, yes.
You should learn a new word every day.
You should.
That's what my
What did I
teachers
teach?
tell me.
What did I teach Mark yesterday? Taught him something. Can't remember.
Mark Smith?
Yeah.
Did you?
I went, yes, I taught you something as we came out of the studio.
Wow.
That's the last thing I said to him. Can't remember what it was. He'll text me in. He'll text us in, Mark, what was it I taught you yesterday? Because I've
probably forgotten.
Yeah. Something rubbish, Jenny.
Okay, so we can refer back to sort of, can you see the lines that we've done where we wanted to have our prongs? So I'm just going to do a couple, and then you can sort of, and I'll talk through the finished piece. So I want to take one up here. So I'm on my second layer, so I'm just going to bring that up at a right angle. Again, using my, because I've got my 2 components, so I always need to put one against the other, and I want to take probably up to about just under a centimetre and bring straight back down. But you can see you will get such a neat effect that you just couldn't possibly get with round wire.
And that's what this is preference,
yeah,
isn't it?
you can absolutely prong set with round wire, no problem, but you're going to get that lovely, I mean, you can see how neat that is. It's not difficult movements with your pliers, it's just a straightforward bend, coming back out and squeeze them together. But you will just get such a neat effect straight away because of the material you're working with. So I'll come along, again, I'm going to follow that first layer, bring that round, and I would again reference to the little diagram that I've made and have my next prong coming up. Again, the same sort of height, so bring down and squeeze together. And when I squeeze together, I drop the wire work down into almost like a wider part of my chain nose pliers, so that I've got more of a surface area, so I've got more control, rather than sort of squeezing here where I haven't got much surface area, and I take the chance of sort of one wire going over the other. So if I sort of squeeze here, rather than sitting nicely together, they could overlap. So I'd work all the way around, so I'd carry on my way, following that first layer. So I'd do my other prong here, other prong there, and then I come back to my starting point here. So if I hold it out like that, you can see when I'm talking about layers, I've got this one, that's my first layer, and then the prong is the second layer. So if I just swap that over now, so what you would then go and do is you've got so that was all created in our 0.8 square. We then move on to our half round, so I think this is I've got the 0.6 here. So you can see all I've done, if you have a look, and shall I hold it up to you, Michael, so you can see there. So you can see how beautifully this binds against the square wire. So I'd start at this point, and again I've left myself a tail here, and I start all the way along, and you can see how I go over, right up to each prong, move, keep going all the way around, but you can see how neatly you can have your wire work. It's very neat, isn't it? And that,
really neat.
That's not my skill. That is the beautiful material that you're working with. It just really, really lends itself fantastically to
bit of skill,
a little bit, but don't want to say too much. Right. So we've got...
While you've just, sorry, as you stop for breath there for a second, I've got the list. I've got the list, actually. Jen's list. So here's the wire that you're getting with the kit. I'm going to read to you exactly what you are getting. 100 metres of your silver-plated copper wire, that is 0.4. You get 100 metres of that. 3 metres of the silver half-round wire at over 0.8. 3 metres of the silver plated wire square 0.8. 1 metre of gold copper flat wire 3 millimetres. It's that one. And that's the gold. You're getting 1 metre of that. 3 metres of gold coloured square wire over 0.6. 3 metres of silver wire, and that's square 0.6. 3 metres of the square wire in a 1 millimetre in gold. 1 metre of gold coloured flat wire 5 millimetres, so you get 1 3 millimetre, 1 5 millimetre. 3 metres of the silver plated copper half round wire at 1 millimetre. 3 metres of the silver plated copper square wire at 0.5 millimetres. 3 metres of the gold coloured copper half round wire 1 millimetre. 3 metres of the silver plated square wire 1 millimetre. 3 metres of the gold coloured copper square wire 0.8 millimetre. 3 metres of the silver plated copper half round wire 0.6. 1 metre of the silver copper flat wire 5 millimetres, so again 1 in 5 millimetre, 1 in 3 millimetre. 3 metres of the gold copper half round wire 0.8. 1 metre of the silver plated copper flat wire 3 millimetre, I just said that one. 3 metres of the gold coloured square wire at 0.5 millimetres. You get loads. I am moving. That is a little picture we just took a minute ago.
Just to prove.
It's so weird. It's so weird when you see your body and you're like, well, I'm moving. But I'm moving, so I started moving and Oliver was like, it's a picture. I was like, oh, because I'm definitely moving in the background. £39.95, 89 chances left. We started with absolutely low. I'm moving on purpose now. I've got my groove on. £39.95, you are making a huge saving. And there's only 86 left. And I know that looks like a lot, but how many did we start with? 255 is what we started with. Anne in Torfan says, good morning, ladies, loving the show. Remages are flight feathers. Ooh. Am I saying it right? Remages? Remages? Remages?
Remages?
I don't know.
That sounds good.
Remages.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Remige. With a r. I don't know why I looked at you kind of like Rick Mail then. Oh.
I liked it.
I went, 39.95. It's just going to get weirder.
Oh dear.
It's just going to get weirder, jewellery makers. UIG C93. Checkout baskets. How many unchecked baskets have I got? Dion. 44 unchecked baskets. People on the phone lines for this, which takes us into limited quantity. £39.95. You're making a massive saving. This should have been 90. What now? £92. 55 pence, so it was. OIG C93 is your item code. I was listening to Irish lullabies in the car on the way here by accident because it got stuck on my Spotify. So I was like, toola rula rula. I think it's let me mad. And then some really dodgy version of Ronan Keating's If Tomorrow Never Comes. I was like, what is going on in my car? But once it's on, it's on. You can't look at your phone. No, you can't. It's illegal for one. What are you doing now, Claire?
So now, I've got all my different components. So the last bit is the so working with the 1 mil. So that's going to give us our sort of bracelet or cuff base. So all I've done, I've taken 4 pieces of the 1 mil. And I've taken about 9 inches of those. And all you do, so I've used the I think it's the 0.6 again, but you can use the 0.8. Can you see there?
That's
so
where I love this wire, because when you weave with it, it looks amazing. It's so neat and tidy. And again, it's a completely different, much more professional look, I think. And I love round wire. But it's so much more silversmithed or what is it called? A goldsmith if it's not a silversmith, isn't it? It looks really, really professional. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Love
so
it.
you couldn't, that would be impossible to do with your round wires. So you can see.
So neat.
So all I've done there is place those wires and made sure they're not twisted and just place one on top of the other and bind them together. So I've got my the 9 inches there. So again, so it's working with your placing your different components on. So this is where you could either, if you didn't want to have it as the bracelet or the cuff, so you could have your necklace. So this is essentially how I've made the blue necklace there, but I've used some of the silver and weaving with the wings. Now if you want to weave, I'm just going to show you where I start. Some people start in different, it's totally personal preference as whether you start at this point here or you can start here. So all I would do with your weaving, it's entirely up to you. I'm just going to wrap around, anchor on. So a few wraps around here.
Elaine's saying, send you mad. You're already bonkers. I think I'm not offended.
I did think that, yeah, the same actually. Yeah.
You thought
with
the same?
Elaine, yeah.
Yeah, but that sort of thing will tip you over the edge. I mean, I'm obviously always on the edge. It only takes a little push. Little poke and I'm gone.
So I'm not going to do loads here, but just to talk you through, so you can see, so I started with that 0.4 to weave through. But you don't have to, if weaving's not your thing, you don't have to worry too much about it. But what I would say is, if you do decide to weave, to bear in mind, you will have a shorter length on one side to the other. So what you might need to do is alternate your wraps. So if this is the shorter side, you might need to do, for every 2 wraps you do on this side, you would do 3 on this side. So if I just snip that off there, because we don't, I'm not going to weave all the, I started saying that, gonna again, gonna, need to, going to.
Don't get Jenny started on English language.
What did she say? I was listening
always
to an
say gonna,
instruction.
I'm gonna this,
Gonna.
I'm gonna that.
Don't, I'm really funny with the kids about it.
Awful.
Going to. If they say what to me, that's the end of it. I go literally cray. I'm allowed to say cray though. Who are you saying what to?
Do
the
as
maid?
I do, not
That's
as
what my
I-
gran
yeah.
used to say. Who are you saying what to? The maid? Sorry, Granny, I mean pardon.
So if we take, so all with this one, so if you find, and have a little look, when you're working with the half round, so you will see, just by looking at it, slightly shinier on the curved edge. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start to take, so this is where you might want to, if you've got your, if you have banding pliers.
Are
So if
these
you
the
wanted
banders,
to,
aren't
yes,
they? Yeah, I like these.
So you could just, if you wanted a really, really ultra neat, so you just give it a little squidge, and that starts that. Can you see that?
That's what those pliers are for, isn't it?
So you would just then sort of slot that on there, and that starts you off with a
It
really
gives you
neat.
that nice hook. Now, Ruth in the West Midlands says, I promised myself I would not spend any more money this month, but with such a brilliant deal on wire, I've broken my promise. Oh dear. But she's got a smiley face at the end of it, so it can't all be bad. Diane in Staffs. Wow, that's nearly 57% saving. I'm glad you did the math. Because I'm no Vorderman. You know that. UIG C93, £39.95. Well, I mean, yeah, do you ever go down the high street and see half price? Not really. Only on things that are like ancient, that you saw back in 1983. She's like, I wanted that when I was 11. This dusky pink beret, £39.95. Do you remember when everyone wore berets in the 80s?
With a diamond little button on
Yeah,
the front.
dusky pink mine was. I wanted it for about, I can't remember ages. And pixie boots.
I had them.
Pixie
jelly
boots and a
shoes.
dust. Yeah, jelly shoes.
Jelly bag.
And
I
you
still
go out in
wear
the rain
pixie
and
boots.
slip.
Do you still
yeah,
wear
I love a
pixie-
pixie
yeah.
boot, me. Oh yeah, all over them.
Okay, so we've got now, so you can see how quickly, so I've just bound that side as well, so you can, and then you just manipulate, again using, you can, use a mandrel if you prefer, or just with your fingers and your thumbs, just sort of push out a little bit. So you can now start to assemble your, if you had decided you were going to do your cuff, would you mind passing me the cuff from the...
Anything for you, darling.
Oh, thank you.
Buffet is on it.
Thank you. So all I've done, and you can just secure, so we've got we would secure the one side.
We had a fight.
Don't be too rough. I don't want it falling to bits.
No, we didn't. She was just trying to tease me. She forgot though that I have the height advantage for once.
Yeah.
For once in my If I took my shoe off, actually, I'd be smaller than you.
Yeah, I think we're the same. Yeah, no, I am taller than somebody.
I took my shoe off. Look. I was wearing.
Like a borrower.
I feel really.
I'm so short, aren't I?
Like
funny
Gulliver.
short. Do you?
No, she's not. She's like Polly Pocket.
No,
Do you think-
I feel like Gulliver with the tiny little Lilliputian.
Mia says I make her feel weird, like I'm not like a proper
she's really
person.
tall, isn't she? Yeah.
I give her like a funny feeling when she stands next to me. I tried to get her yesterday for eating my chocolates and I couldn't. Fun size, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay,
Small,
so
but
you know with the all the tails that we'd left on our different components, so this is where you can just sort of wrap. So if I perhaps show you at the back of that one, so can you see how we've got all these different tails? Because that's what these sections are. Can you see how they're coming up as sort of a V there?
Yeah.
So all we would do is we can start to almost layer in
Great design, isn't it?
and create, and just turn over so we can just get the ends here and really start to put all these components together. So there's our first part. We've got our prong setting, so again in the same way we can just slip that in. You know, you would spend much longer than I am doing now, but you get the idea of how it all sort of fits together. And you'd also spend a bit of time binding so that you've got the different layers here. So you've got your structure of your bracelet, you've got the wings, and you've got the prong setting. So if I just drop that back there so you can see. So all I would do before I set the gem is I've just gone round a little bit with my round nose pliers. Can you see on the prongs? So I've sort of started to turn them in a little bit. So I can slot that in.
Oh, look at it.
And really start. And remember, going alternate sides. So I'm going to push in here, push in there, and work my way around. So you can see I've got that. I mean that's that beautiful glittery resin. And all I need to do now at that end, I just snip down a little bit, and that's why I use the ribbon cord ends that we have. You know, you've got that S hook in there. So I can turn out some of these. So I'm just going to start to make a loop and bring all the way around. So do one and drop this side, so bring round again, so little spirals and drop all the way down. And all I need to do with this one, you can either use your round nose pliers, or if you've got the step bail making, what we want to do is we want to sort of create that section there. So I don't really want two loops that are the same size, rather than, because obviously with my bail making pliers, the mandrel is straight like that, whereas with my round nose pliers it's got a tapered edge, so one will be slightly smaller than the other. So if I bring that through, so I'm going to just use my pliers here and bend round, so you can see, so I'm just bringing round all the way round. So I've now got both equal loops here and here, whereas if I use my round nose pliers I would have that tapered edge. So this is where, and then all you need is that little, you could make your clasp if you wanted to, or you can just use what's in the findings pack.
So you've used your little, did you make that or did you findings pack it? That's a findings pack.
I did a findings pack on that one. I was a bit lazy at that point.
I've got to bring this, has the other kit sold out? Nearly. You've got to be quick. You've got to grab these pearls. They're just gorgeous. Do you know why I love these pearls? Some of them are teardrop shaped, aren't they?
I know.
So gorgeous.
So they work beautifully. You know, I've dropped one of those off that necklace.
I absolutely love them. Let's have a look. So the little teardrop pearl, if you see, is actually in a drop. They're very expensive. Do you remember the earrings? The bow at the top, pearl drop at the bottom, Dior earrings.
But can you imagine you could do that with all that wire? You could do a lovely bow and have one of those drop. You know, if angel wings aren't something for you, then just make a bow out of them and have those. I mean, you would sell those earrings, wouldn't you? For
straight away, little bow and the drops. Now we've only had 43 of these. You've got to be very quick. And Dion's just said, "Hurry up! They're going to sell out." You haven't told everybody what they're chatting away. And I love these. I love them. Little squishy button pearls. They're brilliant. And then you get the teardrop pearls in the silver. Plus, you get the silk. How much of that do I get? Let's have a little look. 180 metres of the silver silk spool, and it's 0.10 millimetres. They're saying it's grey, but I'd call that silver. either. Like a dove grey, I suppose, isn't it? Now you are getting, so you're getting 3 strands of fresh water out of the oyster pearls and real silk. 180 metres of real silk. £21.90. You'd pay that for the teardrop large white pearls alone. You've got the gorgeous silver pearls in there as well. You've got the fantastic silk. You need to be quick. Veronica of my shire has texted in saying, so I have bought 2 for less than the original price for 1 kit. Just trying to explain to my hubby what a good deal this is. Now, listen, Mr. Veronica in the Shire of the Gloss, it was a brilliant deal. Don't you worry about it. You go off fishing. £21.95 NHG. C12 is your item code. It's what we do in the Shire, plenty of lakes, isn't there? £21.95. There's only 17 of these left. You have to be quick. Now have a look at where Claire's used the smaller pearls here. So the silver around the edge, well, and all of the pearls. Gorgeous. 14 left. Right, we have got literally a couple of minutes left with you, Claire, my darling.
I'm pretty much done now. I was just trying to get this on so that you could see.
Okay, so we'll have a look at that. So you're getting this on.
So it's just, again, I'm just going to put it back on, and obviously you would spend much longer, but just so that you can see. So I'm just taking these round, and you would secure against that edge. And can you see I've like sort of turned in both of the sides, and you would bring that. So again, this is, I've used my the large mandrel, but you can use whatever you've got.
I thought you were getting a big rolling pin out then. It's that large mandrel. Have a look on our website for that. You didn't have to wire hammer.
No, not at all, not at all. And you've got lovely movement there, and so I can just use that S hook that I've got, or you could make your own clasp, whichever you wanted to, and then you've got your heart motif. Now it's entirely up to you, whichever you prefer. Once you've secured that, of whether you leave these so that they sort of sit proud, or you can manipulate them and sort of bring them down, so that, and you can use your wire just to wrap on, so you would have more sort of, so it's going to follow the shape of your wrist, or it can stand out. I mean, if you look at, because obviously it's sort of icon jewellery, there are a lot of the angel wing cuffs that celebrities wear, and there's varying types. There are types that sort of really, really grip and follow the wrist shape, or ones that stand proud. I suppose it depends what you're going to be wearing it to, whether if you're wearing it every day, or if you're
if it's a big occasion. And you can go either sort of rock chicky, or you can go classic with it, can't you? Claire, thanks. That's been amazing, and so much love for you on the text messages. She's fantastic. Make sure you keep those text messages coming. Does look like the pearl bundle is about to sell out, and it's time to see what you cheeky lot have been up to anyway on the Wall of Fame. Time to have a look at your gorgeous designs. Now, if you bought anything from us here at JewelleryMaker, we want to see exactly what you're doing with it. So send the pictures into the Wall of Fame, and you'll see during the break later on how to exactly do that. Now, Fleur, which one have you got? That's fantastic.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
I love these.
A wire macrame, gorgeous bracelet. Number 452, and it's from Denise. It says, I just love making these. All JM products are simply amazing. Wires are so easy to manage, and so many colours. Thanks for all your amazing prices. Would really love a win, but good luck to everybody. And that's from Denise.
Good luck, Denise. It's beautiful.
Really
love the
lovely.
photography as well, by the way.
Gorgeous.
Okie dokes. I have got number 449, and this has got malachite. And by the way, the malachite strand is coming up after the Wall of Fame, so in a minute. 449, and it's from Francis Miller in Stirling in Scotland. And Francis writes, good morning, jewellery makers. My entry for this week is a lovely ring. It is the lovely malachite gemstone and copper wire. Gemstones and wire from JewelleryMaker, of course. Good luck to all this week for the Wall of Fame, but keeping my fingers and toes crossed for a win. So many bargains. I love the photography there as well. Well done, Francis. That's number 449. Yeah, fantastic.
I've got this as well. How beautiful is this? This is 4.
Oh, I love those power shells.
I can never read that. 451. And this is Belinda from Hertfordshire. It says, beautiful abalone shell. I didn't need to do a lot to it. I just let the colours shine through. Thank you, JM, for giving me access to such stunning quality gems. And that's Belinda. That is lovely.
It is
Little
gorgeous,
fish,
Belinda.
isn't it? It's wonderful.
Yeah,
Good luck, Belinda.
I love that.
I've got number 453,
Wow.
a beautiful
So
tree
neat.
of life. A gorgeous pendant. And this is from Angela Finch. It says, hello, please find my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. It's a sunstone tree of life pendant with a shell moon. I started making it at a jewellery making group this week, but gorgeous cake and chatting meant I didn't finish it. I don't normally work with gold wire, but I think I may be converted. And that's kind regards from Angela. That's beautiful.
Thanks,
Really
Angela. Gorgeous.
We could do with some cake, couldn't we? That'd be nice.
Yeah,
There has been a severe lack of cake
There
today.
has. Not even a biscuit, actually.
Yeah, I did have a biscuit in front of you earlier. I meant to tell you. they weren't mine, which is why I didn't offer. I stole them.
I didn't notice that. I've got 5... No, I haven't.
450.
Again, beautiful pendant, dear
She
me.
can wire work, but she's lost with anything else.
And this is Kath from Pembrokeshire. It says, hi all, I haven't managed to have anything shown in a long time. Here is my most recent make, 0.6 and 0.4 copper wire with a 6mm lather kite. It was a bit fiddly, but I enjoyed making it. I hope you like it too. Everything from JM, and good luck to all. That's beautiful, Kath. Best of luck. It's wonderful.
Absolutely gorgeous. And if you love the malachite that you just saw on the Wall of Fame, and you love the malachite that I showed you earlier, we've got it right now. It's your star buy. Malachite is a gemstone that I absolutely love. What you've got to remember with malachite is the colour is 100% pure. It's never ever treated. You have got something that is totally and utterly natural. Now we know Alison Tarry wanted this, and she's tuned in today specifically to get this. She's one of our gorgeous guest designers here and a fabulous talent. So if you like to look at Alison's designs, then I'm sure this will be one that will be featuring on her page any day soon. Have a look at the colour. It's rich, it's intense. It's not about clarity with malachite. It's about that intense colour. It's such a beautiful gemstone. It has really individual patterns on every single piece because it's natural. You can see the matrix of the gemstone. It is a gemstone that is in the World Cup. The World Cup, one of the most famous, well, probably the most famous cup in the world, isn't it? Of all the cups, it's the most famous one. WDP 023 is your item code. These are 6mm rounds. They're going to look fantastic rosary linked. They're going to look gorgeous as a feature in the middle of your pearls. In the World Cup, there are over 6 kilograms of solid gold. 6 kilograms, that's really heavy, isn't it? Of real gold. And they've chosen malachite to go with that at the base because it's a strong colour, because it's a solid gemstone. All the way through is that colour. It's never going to rub away. It's always going to look fantastic. One of these as a pendant is enough because you've got that striking colour. If you bought that wonderful chain earlier, I think what a fantastic way of showing off your malachite. Just one dropping from that chain. You wouldn't need any more than one, would you? I don't think so. One in each ear for your earrings. Have a look at malachite jewellery. See how expensive it is. You've got 140 carats. This is going to be great for soutache. Wonderful in the middle of a chainmail bracelet. Fantastic beady beads these are going to make. I definitely go down the road of weaving with these. I would use precious metal with these, I would, because they are always, you know what, malachite is never going to be a tiny price tag. It's a very prestigious gemstone. It's a very high-end gemstone. When I launched malachite, and again, it was back in the day when Ed McKay was a producer. Do you remember presenter Ed? He was a producer. And we launched malachite, and I think it was just under £100 for the strand, and it sold out. This colour is super rich. It's super intense. It will go and spread itself around every single season. Lady Tarry, I can't see it on my screen, so I'm just gonna stretch over. Lady Tarry says, phew, had to slip out and nearly missed the malachite. Got it in her basket straight away. Good girl. Loving your work, Tarry, loving your work. WDP 023 is your item code. I am seeing lots of people putting this in a basket already. I don't know what price tag we're looking at. It hasn't got blue in it though, has it, Dion? Yellow and green make blue.
It's not quite, is it?
Not really going to stand up in a court of law. Not sure where Dion's going with this. £24.95 for malachite. No wonder Alison Tarry's got. No, what do you mean no? Oh, she's such a rascal. Oh, Dion. Dion's penultimate show. She's going out with a bang. JewelleryMaker's £19.95. Dion said everything in her show today is selling out. You better be there to get the deals. You'd better be there to get the price tags you should not get. Dion is on a mission to make sure everything I bring to you today sells out. 0800 644 655. You've got to make sure you're checking out baskets. You've got to make sure you are staying on those phone lines if you want this. At £19.95, girls, a price for malachite? It's not a price for malachite, is it?
I thought that would be about £60.
Me too.
£60,
I absolutely thought this would be at least 50 something.
Yeah. Because you don't see it every day, do we? I mean, sometimes we'll see the cabochons, the smaller cabochons, but to have something that people that aren't sort of like used to wire work, that can work with these kind of gemstones, it's in a round, it's drilled, so you can use it in your beaded pieces, you can use, like you say, use it in your chainmail pieces. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a gorgeous design.
It would go beautifully with the green resin. So you know how we've got sort of the one pearl here? You could just sort of, if you were going to use the green resin, you could just have the one.
It'd look amazing underneath.
It would look lovely, wouldn't it? Just
beautiful.
One. Yeah.
Love the chain you've used it on. Now, Fleur, you wear your stretchies all the time. Yeah. One stretchy bracelet in this, and you could charge a lot of money for malachite because out there, if you go to the jewellers, malachite is an expensive gemstone.
It is. You know, if you had some beautiful sterling silver jump rings to go in between, or spacer beads or something like that, it'd elongate your strand out as well. So you could get 2 stretchy bracelets and maybe a pair of earrings, depending on the spacer beads that you use.
Have a look at that quantity. It's absolutely flying out. I love what Fleur's saying. If you make your own jump rings, or if you've got some of the smaller ones, they'd be about 6mm you'd want to put around there, wouldn't they? That's a great idea, whether it's going to be in silver, rose gold, traditional gold, it's going to go. I definitely like the idea of rose gold going with that, definitely. And Oliver's just saying the same. Pamela, you've got yours. Agnes, Catherine, Magali, you've got your absolutely loads of you. Now my screen's changed. Michelle in Surrey. Hi, ladies, for that price, I had to get 2. Go on with yourself. Go on. Magali, collector in Buckinghamshire. George, never met one I didn't like. Hayley, you've got yours. Jean, Annie, Jane, Margaret has 2. Nikki has 2. Jean, Dee, Tracy. It's Max's middle name and it's my brother's name. Margaret's got 2. Nikki's got 2. Jean, Dee, Tracy, collector in Louisiana. Steph, I said that like Louisiana. This is a long way away. John and Janet have 4. 2 each. Jemai has 2. Keith in Devon says malachite is sometimes formed from a blue stone azurite. Keith, don't fuel it. Do not. She did not know that. Dion's going, yes, Keith, yes, back of the net, Keith. Keith. I've never said it like that. I've got such a mixed accent, I don't know where I'm from anymore. One minute I'm really Gloucestershire, the next minute I'm really proper Hertfordshire, and I don't know where I'm from. 44 chances, 1995. Randy in Norfolk says, treating the wife to lots this morning. Stop with the barging or the bargains, do you think? Because I haven't barged yet.
That's nice. What
You
a
did
nice
barge
man.
me out the way.
I did barge you out the way, did I?
barge me
I
out
don't
the
think
way.
so. I
you
sent you.
You did a bit of barging with me as well.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't think that was barging. I thought it was friendly stroking. Did you? Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't barging. It wasn't. Dee in Hampshire. Morning, girls. What's the occasion that we have had the lovely Claire and Fleur as guest designers today? Wow, what a pleasure.
Thanks, Dee.
It's Style Icon weekend, and just because I had a tantrum, said I wanted both of them. Didn't want to share them. No. Ali Defoy wanted one. I wanted both. 1995, I won. Had an arm wrestle. She was never going to win that. WDP 023 1995. No, Style Icon weekend. We are absolutely loving having the two gorgeous girls, Fleur and Claire, also known as Flair. I like that. I like that.
I think that, that's been the nicest.
Yeah,
hasn't it?
we've been called the Chuckle Brothers, the Gruesome Twosome.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have many names, some that we can't say, that people call us.
Do you want me to get fighty with anyone? Or are you all right?
Yeah.
Go
on. You do? Are they being horrible to you, are they? They're not
Everybody
doing
has
again.
an opinion. Everybody has an opinion.
They're not doing, not on my watch, I ain't having it. WDP 023. I'm a very protective person, you know. Look at these pearls. 29 chances. This is going to sell out. You've got to be dead quick. Let me have a look at my unchecked baskets, Dion, my love. Oh, Dawny, you're going to miss out, love. Tracy, Linda, Brenda, another Linda, one I don't know where you're from, the other one's in Derbyshire. Patricia, Deborah in Tyne Wear, Hazel in Nottinghamshire, Mary in the West Midlands, Collector in West Midlands, Helen in Norfolk, Alison in County Tyrone, Julia in Hampshire, Sonia in Greater London Town, and Mary Jane in Buckinghamshire. You're all going to miss out if you don't check out your baskets. There is a queue on the phone line. Stay with it. Stay with it. 10 miniatos until these gorgeous pearls. We all want these. We've all fallen in love with them. You knew when you were going to tune in to Style Icon Weekend that you were going to get treats. You know that me and Dion get tantrumy if there are no treats. It's going to happen. It is happening today, whether anyone likes it or not. Dion's penultimate show, and it's our last show before she becomes a mother of two. Well, you're really already a mother of two at the moment, aren't you? Just haven't seen the face of one of them. Dee in Hampshire says, the two princesses of stunning designs.
Oh,
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. You're the Duchess of Resin, you're the Duchess of Wire.
I like it. There's already a Lady Claire, though. Lady Claire McDonald.
Yeah, but you're Duchess Claire.
Yeah.
Does that make you a lady?
I don't know what that would be. Yeah, Duchess.
All right, Duchess.
That's what I'm going to say. It's Viscountess, isn't it? I'm
Viscountess Claire. Oh, I like it.
I like that.
You could be Viscountess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels very comfortable.
Yeah,
I
you're
like
comfortable
it.
in the shoe
of
a Viscountess.
Yeah.
Is that what we're calling it? I like that. Now, it looks like this gorgeous strand is about to sell out. Don't forget your pearls coming up soon. I fancy an introduction to wire writing is what I fancy, Claire. The Duchess of Wire brings to us...
Drop it in yet?
No.
That's amazing. I like to try and drop it in at least every hour.
She likes to tell you about her DVD, her famous sell-out DVD, everybody. From the car of my other half is a piece of wire work writing that Claire has already done. It says, Jenny loves Simon on it, and it hangs from the car. Now, Claire's introduction to wire work is incredible. And what I love about this DVD is that Claire makes it easy, and that's, you know what, it's got to be so, hasn't it? Because it's something that we perhaps have never done before. Claire, what can I achieve by watching your DVD?
Well, you can learn to wire write, and so there's lots of, we do several different words, but with that combination of all the different letters, so you'll learn how to do probably most of the alphabet, and then we do little motifs as well. So we do hearts and butterflies, rainbows, all lovely, pretty things.
It's a whole hour, Claire.
It's a whole hour of me non-stop.
Which I love.
As well, yeah.
So anyone who's got a Claire crush, you'll just get this anyway, whether you like wire writing or not, because you've got a whole hour of Claire. There are 4 sections, and you will get the love necklace and the ring, the love ring, hope necklace, the wire writing key rings, and the happy rainbow necklace. You have got so much inspiration from Claire. Who did this with you, darling?
It was my very first, I think it was Becky,
Becky did it with you.
Yes, yeah.
Gorgeous Becky and the gorgeous, gorgeous Claire. £4.95. Walk yourself into, virtually, obviously, don't actually go in here, into that big craft store, the one that rhymes with Bobby Shaft. Go into the DVDs tutorial sections. Try and find a DVD for under £19.95. I did it in my local one in Stevenage. I couldn't find one for under £19.95. This is an hour-long stop-start tutorial DVD that has been done in a professional studio. Have you ever downloaded a DVD and it looks like it's been done in someone's conservatory? Have you ever downloaded a DVD and it's in somebody's shed or in their front room? This is done professionally. It's stop-start. Everything visually is perfect. You get the DVD menu, everything. You can skip to where you want it to. Some of the tutorial downloads I've done have broken my computer, my motherboard. Nobody wants that. City09 is Claire's code. Don't you just love this? I love this. And it means that you can make bespoke pieces. And it means you can make sentimental pieces and personal pieces. You can write mother, you can write dad, you can write daughter, you can write the name of your very best friend. Staff here always ask you to make gifts for their loved ones, don't they?
They do, yeah.
So it's a really great skill to learn.
Can I just say, I've been Claire's friend now for nearly 2 years. I haven't got a Fleur. I've dropped so many hints. I even had a go myself and said, look, I can't do it. No, nothing.
I've got a couple of pieces myself.
Yeah. Claire's got hundreds.
Didn't
she
even have to
Claire
pay
lots.
It's all about me. Oliver's got Ollie in a ring. Dion's got D in a ring.
Nothing for me. Yeah,
no, I did have a practice.
Oh, yeah.
With Fleur.
It hasn't actually arrived to me yet, though, has it?
No, not yet. It's on its way. It's on its way.
It's a sore subject. It's a sore subject.
All right, Scrappy. 0800 644 655. Both of you behave.
That's really scary.
Yeah. Actually, I might go and do that washing up because I'm frightened now.
People see that. They're la la la, what did you say? Now, I'm going to give to you some gorgeous wire. Antique bronze wire. Why is it called brown wire on the screen? When do we have brown? It's antique bronze is what it is. Bran. Antique bronze wire. We don't have a brown wire. Or do we? Or is that brown? Oh, we do! But why is that different to antique bronze? Oh yeah, it is a tonal difference. I need this for the bark of the tree on the Tree of Life. I need this if I was going to make a chocolate Labrador.
Yeah.
That's when I would need it.
Lots of birds as well.
Birds,
yeah.
robins, they're brown with a little robin red breast.
Yeah.
I love it. Now, you have got, I didn't think we had brown, but then we got white now, and I didn't know I only asked Hannah Oxbury for white about 20 years ago. 10 metres of the antique bronze 1mm, 15 metres of your 0.25, 50 metres of your metallic brown in a 0.8. One price of just £9.95, girls. £9.95 for 3 reels of wire. Can I wire right with this? Can I do prong sets with this? What can I do?
Yes, you could do everything. So you could, all of the things you've mentioned, but also when you've got those slightly different tones, if you twisted them together, that would be a nice look as well. So it would only be a very, very subtle difference. But I think that would be a really nice, and you could do, unisex jewellery as well then when it's like that, isn't it? Different tones.
It looks really great twisted with the copper too, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Great with copper.
Yeah. Or bright pink or something like that.
Yeah, it does look good like that. What about jump rings? Can I make jump rings out of this?
Yeah, if it's 1mm and 0.8, yeah, definitely make jump rings from 1mm.
Perfect, it's a perfect bundle. Sonia in Greater London Town. The 4 love goddesses of JewelleryMaker. D Baby, Jenny, Claire, Fleur. I'm so loving the show, girls. It feels like I'm on a coffee morning. Love goddesses.
I don't think I've ever been called a love goddess. I will note this
I
down.
think you have. I think you have.
I'm going to blush now. No, I haven't.
You have, haven't you? She has. We're like the Charlie's
Oh, dear.
Angels. of jewellery making. At £9.95 FXG C35, you get so much for your money here. Diana, you've got yours, collector in Lanarkshire. Anna Marie, Catherine, Marion, collector in Cornwall. Dorothy May, Rita, Nyat, Alison in Hampshire. Shemaine, Beverly, Hilda, Nicola, you've got yours. Loads of you there. Make sure you are checking out baskets. Don't forget the pearlies. They're coming up for you very, very soon. Don't want to miss them. No, you don't. We got Fleur's designs coming up for you soon as well. If you've got any more questions coming through for the girls, text them in ASAP. Can we do the pearls now? Oh, can we? You're actually going to let me? Start by. This is a limited strand for obvious reasons. They're the largest white natural pearls that we have in stock here at JewelleryMaker. For me, they're certainly the most perfect. This is my strand, this one, definitely. The strand I want. I want the bracelet, I want the necklace, I want the earrings. So expensive looking. I tell you this all the time. I went to Cambridge. I go there quite a lot because it's not too far from where I live. And we get 20 minutes on the train. I love Cambridge. You go into it's so posh, isn't it? So beautiful. And there is just off the Market Square, there's a really exclusive jewellers. I went in there, £2,000 for a pearl necklace. I actually think the pearls were a bit smaller than this. £2,000. Had a little tiny gold clasp on it. They were definitely smaller than this. Pearls are perceived as expensive. Pearls look classy, don't they? They look effortless, don't you think? They're timeless. They complete an outfit. Style icon weekend, and this is the strand of pearls that you want. If you are looking for the most exquisite pearls we have in stock, here they are. If you are looking for the perfect round pearl, the round pearl strand that's going to make you a necklace that you could charge hundreds for, and I would not even think about charging less than £100 for a necklace made out of pearls this special. To me, they're precious. To me, these go with VVSI diamonds. To me, these are going to be put with really high-end gemstones. It could be a tanzanite strand, it could be an emerald strand, it could be a sapphire strand, whatever you put with them. And for me, I know that we were saying earlier about, oh, you can mix them with this, that, or the other. I'm a complete pearl snob. I am not touching pearls with anything that isn't a precious metal. I don't want to, but I know Gemma Crow would hit me with a fly swat at the very sound of that, because she would be putting these in all different mediums. Girls, when you see strands like this, you gasp, don't you, because they're gorgeous. What would you do?
I would, I'd pearl knot those, but with a different colour. I'd have a real contrast colour, so like a bright red silk. So it is a real
very traditional
contemporary.
to do that.
Yeah. So it's that classic design, but with a contemporary twist on it.
You're wearing a pearl necklace now. Have you knotted that one?
Yeah, this is all knotted.
So can we have a look at an example?
Yeah.
Faye will get close to you. Over half of the stock has gone. These are the most exquisite high-end pearls that we have in stock here at JewelleryMaker. They're £39.95. You can make a necklace, you can make a bracelet. These aren't the same pearls that Fleur's showing you, but this is how Fleur has pearl knotted. That's a pearl knotted traditional necklace. How much would you sell that for, Fleur?
This one would probably be about £150 because they're quite large, but I don't think they're as large as those pearls.
So £150 because they're large pearls, because you've knotted them. We have pearl knotting techniques on our website if you want to download the tutorial, or go onto our YouTube page. At £39.95, you've only got 16 chances left. UYG P40, if you want that iconic strand, this is it. If you want that Audrey Hepburn look, this is it. This is the pearl strand. One of the birth gemstones of June. If you're getting married, if you have a bridal commission that's just come in, this is the strand that that bride is going to want for absolute sure. Without a shadow of a doubt. It's all about the pearls, isn't it? And I don't know a lady that doesn't love pearls. I don't know an outfit that cannot be improved with a strand of pearls. Look at how round they are. Look at how perfect they are. You remember when I always talk to you about when I went to Chicago, I used to work there. And Ollie's just said, where's your Chicago story gone? I tell you that, you know, I was a young mum, I think I was 22, just had Mia, and I'd been sent out there on a job. I didn't have any money. So I was trying to walk around and see what trouble I could get up into in my lunch hour. Went in, looked at these South Sea pearls, and there's no way I could have afforded them. And I just loved, I loved the look of pearl. I fell in love with pearls before that, but that just hit that nail into the coffin of my love for pearls. I just love them, and I just can't, not the coffin, hit the nail on the head with them. My love didn't die. It only lived on. Diane in Stuff just says, "Yay, I got two! I feel some more pearl knotting coming on. Send us your Wall of Fame. I need to see it."
I think
those have sold out.
Diane came on my pearl knotting course. I think that's what she...
Did she?
Yeah, she did the pearl knotting course.
I didn't know you did the pearl knotting course.
Got two courses now, 2 workshops, one for
Have you got
beginners.
another one?
There's a pearl knotting project where we use sterling silver connectors and pearls.
When?
I think it's the 6th or the 7th of May.
6th or 7th of May,
Yeah.
Get yourself booked in, numbers on the screen, you can also do it online now. The way Claire blushed, I think she's been called goddess, a love goddess more than one time. I did look at you a bit Rick Marley earlier though, didn't I? You're doing it as well. You want to call her a love goddess, but you don't want to overstep the mark. Oh, you did it behind the scenes. You don't want to know what else that goes on. Alex in the show, morning. Next course I'm coming on is Fleur's pearl knotting because I want to finesse my technique. Great show. Alex, I know that you sent me a letter. I'm just going to go and get it. You all right there, love?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Fanning yourself down. What with you being so hot? Look at her, the love goddess of jewellery maker. Another text coming in.
You should write that with your wire writing. Love goddess.
Yes. Beverly in Cardiff, I'm going to have to strain to look at this, Beverly. Claire, what is the smallest gauge of wire you can write with, and what is the best when just starting? Loving the Fleur and Jen show. Thank you, Beverly. Could you answer that for a start?
Okay, so Beverly, what I would do, if you're starting, I would do with a 0.8, and then I would say maybe move up to a 1 mil. If you're going to wear it, if it's a piece of jewellery. If, for example, you were doing a wire writing on, say, a decorative object in the home, you can do, and if it's got a bit of support, you can use a 0.6, so you'll find that very, very easy to use. But then, you know, when you get a bit more proficient, you can go up to like a 1.25, 1.5.
Get the flow of it first.
Yeah.
What about the really thick soft wire we've got?
The aluminium wire.
Yeah.
That's really, really good for so with your 2 mil. I mean, and you actually
do it
don't
big.
need. Yes, you don't actually need to. You could just do it with your hands, which is a really good. You know, you don't need any pliers at all. So yeah, that's a really good.
So if I was making a
good
sign
thing
for like a bedroom sign, maybe that said "Love Goddess."
Yeah, I have got one of those. Yes, yeah.
You have got
I have
one?
got one of those, yes, on my bedroom door, yeah. So yeah, that aluminium wire is fantastic, yeah.
I'll get all the gossip, don't you worry. Right now, it's time for this little baby. It's your showstopper. This project bag is going to go with you everywhere. You're going to store all your little bits and pieces. If you're into resin and you want to store all your pots of resin, all the different colours, this is what you want, your portfolio. If you've got a child that's taking art for GCSE, then you need to get this as well. We use these for the horses as well, Fleur, do you?
I've got mine here. I have got one for my plaiting kit, and I do have one where I bring my jewellery to the studio in.
Do you know what? If you've got a specific medium, like if you're doing threads, because you do a bit of kumihimo and things like that, to be able to separate stuff is important actually. You know, you can keep it all separate, polymer clays, things like that. You have got the compartments here, and these all come out. So you've got all these compartments, and these literally come out. So they're perfect if you've got little bits of... do you know what these are great for as well? If you sell silver jewellery and you want to put them in a packet with your little silver tags, they're great for that, aren't they? Look at that. You have got all these different separate pouches. Have a look. So you've got this specific one, Fleur.
Yep.
What do you keep in yours? Is it all different bits, or what's the most handy thing about it? Why this one over the others?
I'm just thinking if I've got, one second, what I've got in, so I've got, as you can see, just little
different
bits.
gauges of wires.
Different gauges of wire that I used to make that ring, a little bit of resin in there. I've taken my 2 middle sections out because I tend just to have 2 kits when I come to the show, so I have 1 kit in one side, 1 kit in the other, and it keeps all my jewellery from knotting up. So if you have got something like a chain, a fine silver chain, you don't want it to be tangled up with any of your, your earrings or your rings that you've got in there as well. So I tend to use it like that, but what I did use it before that was when I used to go to do a lot of, because I do a lot of my horsehair resin jewellery.
Oh yes!
So when I used to go to shows or something like that, I would take the portfolio and people would look through different examples, but it was still all in there. So people weren't handling it all the time. It was, they could see it, and then if they wanted to look at it, they take it out of the little pouch and have a look. So
it's keeping everything neat and tidy, keeping people from grabbing stuff, keeping gemstones separate, keeping components separately, all your different projects, keeping your lunch in as well. It's got a strap that can be, you could put your tablet in there. Well, you could definitely put my tablet. Yeah, your tablet will go in there. Let's test the theory. In it goes. Of course. There we go, loads of room. In it went. I got the small version of this, so mine would go, fit 2 of them in, couldn't I? You can fit everything in. Text come through. Oh, let me see, it's gone off. Anne and Kate Ness, good morning, JewelleryMaker. I use mine to store unfinished projects and findings. Means that I can see what I've got. This is the great thing, isn't it? Because they're see-through, you can see what you've got because they're transparent. You've got the JewelleryMaker logo in there as well. I have got D in Hampshire. I have one of these bags and use mine to store and then easily find all of my 925 sterling silver findings and gold-plated ones. Great bag as it holds loads. So you have got the extendable strap, but also you've got the little strap on top as well. SIG C56 is your item code. Oh, hang on, you also get 2 trays as well. You get 2 of the bead trays, which are an absolute essential in your jewellery making. All of our guest designers use these. It separates absolutely everything out. £14.95 is your price tag. Another text from Leanne in Bracelets and Bing in Devon who says, morning lovely ladies. I have this bag and brought it with me as I'm visiting my family and I cannot bring my jewellery making stuff. Oh yes, if you're going somewhere. And you know what, if you've got a really long journey ahead of you, well, look, nude there. There you go. I've got clothes on. If you've got a really long journey ahead of you, like we drive to the south of France when we go on holiday, and that takes ages. You want to be jewellery making. If you're a passenger, obviously you can't jewellery make it and drive at the same time. That's probably illegal. Mandy in Liverpool says, hey everyone, I have this bag and it's fab and I don't know what I did without it. Would defo recommend it. Thank you, my darling. Thanks so much. Then I have got Lady Tarry, Alison Tarry. Oh, thanks for the hint, Jenny. Need the bag to carry my mini laptop from the other job. Perfect. Yeah, and then it sort of hides the fact you've got a real job, doesn't it? SIG C56, and people just think you're a jewellery maker all the time. 14, I don't know how she makes the time. I know.
Her and Rachel Norris.
Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy. £14.95 for the bag and the 2 bead trays as well. You get the 1 pink and the 1 grey. These are for free because the bag's £14.95 on its own. So you get the bead trays for free. SIG C56. This is your showstopper. Make sure you are checking out baskets if you're shopping online. And remember that everything you buy from us here today comes with a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. Now, I've got to show to you a strand that's coming up for you straight after the break. 1 metre of emerald. Oliver just said a terrible joke. Nice to meet her. Oh, it was Ben. Oh, then it's funny. No, it wasn't. He's all newly, freshly married. So he's skipping around. Frolicking is what he's doing. There he is. You're right there, Oliver. You come to look at my metre of stones. £14.95 is the price tag for your start buy.
a metre, showstopper, sorry, a metre of emerald is coming up for you straight after the break. I've got loads and loads of goodies for you. I'm so stealing something at least today. We are going to see you with more flair and me and trouble and goodness knows what else after this.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from JewelleryMaker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker. Did you know when you book on a JewelleryMaker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our JewelleryMaker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with JewelleryMaker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with JewelleryMaker.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from JewelleryMaker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the JewelleryMaker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on JewelleryMaker. Simply search JewelleryMaker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at JewelleryMaker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewers Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on JewelleryMaker.
Don't forget, 1 whole metre of incredible emerald. I think the malachite's gone and sold out. Now, what I had to do is we didn't show you some of the jewellery that was made up by the budding beaders. So I'm going to show you that now, and it's done by Anne. There are 2 examples of what you can do. I would always go sterling silver or real gold with these pearls, always. So this is nice with the sterling silver. And then I would do this in real gold is what I would do, or sterling silver on real gold. There you go. So that's with the pearls. So that was by Anne. Thank you, Anne. Now, I am going to give to you that metre of emerald. Ben, you've done it. Ben's going, nice to meet her. He's really laughing at his own jokes there. Like, it's, can you hear the laughter in my ear? Like, oh, it's a bit evil now. Sound like the Joker. Have a look. No, the penguin. Have a look at this gorgeous emerald strand. A whole metre is going to go so far, isn't it? It's going to be spaced in between each one of your gorgeous pearls. It's going to make up earrings. It's going to make up beady beads is going to make up 3-stranded weaves, ladder weaves. I love the idea of doing a ladder weave with this. I think the colour is incredible. It's totally natural. This is one of the birth gemstones of May. What I would like to see this, actually, seeing this, is it rode up. Have a look. So you could make stacker bracelets out of this, girls, couldn't you? You could put it with the sapphires. I think emerald and ruby looks great together. But when you sell jewellery on and you tell your customers, girls, that it has a genuine gemstone like emerald, something that is so prestigious, something that is so sought after, and it's in most of the high-end jewellers, if not all of them, do they question your integrity? Do you then go and get out the certificate of authenticity?
Yeah. With a strand that's that long, that whole metre, I'd probably get about 5 certificates, because you could potentially make, you know, like 5 bracelets out of that, because there's so much there.
That's a great idea.
Have one for each one.
Have one for each one. Would you make stackers with this? Would you mix it up with other gemstones? I mean, you've got lots of opportunity, haven't you?
I'd love to see that as a really long rosary link style with some chainmail segments in between. So a segment of Byzantine, then say 4 or 5 of the emeralds, and a segment of Byzantine, and have that as a really nice really long line necklace.
That'd be gorgeous. So over the head, really long, gorgeous necklace. Now, it's a precious gemstone, it's an emerald. Does that mean then that you would use a sterling silver with this, a gold with this?
I would still use a silver plated copper. I would still, because what I would probably do is do 2 necklaces, one with the silver plated copper and one with sterling silver. So if people can't afford the sterling silver, they can get the same look from the silver plated copper at a reduced price, because the materials haven't cost as much for the chainmail sections or for the wire that you're using.
So we're going to give you a great price for this emerald, as you can imagine, and that therefore means that you can give the opportunity to your customers and clients to use a non-precious metal and give them a better price tag, maybe a more affordable price tag. You can set these into resin. They're genuine emeralds. How gorgeous would this be with the clear resin? Fabulous emeralds just sparkling inside. Now, these are faceted. They are completely natural, and they are graduated 5 by 2 millimeters at their largest down to 2 by 1 at the end of the strand. You get a whole meter. I'm never going to count these. You can definitely surround cabochons. You can absolutely put these in between each one of your gorgeous pearls. You can use these in earrings. May's birth gemstone, said to be one of the favourites of Henry VIII's, ruby and emerald. Beverly in Cardiff said would make a magnificent tree of life. Yes, with the brown wire. Perfect. Can you imagine? And if it was your birthstone, then it'd be such a great gift for somebody whose birthday is in May. The pearls, unfortunately, have sold out, but for anyone who did get them, how wonderful would they be in between? And how much more value are you going to add to your jewellery by placing emerald into it? And you know what? How much more of a professional jewellery maker does it make you when you are selling jewellery, if that's what you're going to do, that contains genuine emerald? 128 chances going down. DXR U90, you've got a whole metre. Claire, you're definitely loving this strand. You just said, you were like, I've got something to say.
Me please.
Yes, goddess.
Because if you do something, say like that, you know, that sort of effect.
Yeah.
I've used strands like that before to make like dragons or reptiles, because you've got all those different tones of the greens there. So if you almost like embroider with them, so you know, if you've got the 0.25 or the 0.4, you can just sort of like layer up, but because you've got those beautiful different tones, shades of green, you can get lovely, really lovely effects.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Dragons and resin go hand in hand together, don't they? Because you can get that mystical effect with your resin, and you can get obviously the colour from the emerald. Ben said, yeah, dragons love resin in my ear then. You guys gone mad today. DXR U90, 145 carats. We have gone mad here at JewelleryMaker today. It's $19.95 for a whole blooming metre of emerald. No, it's not. It's going down. Everything, Dion wants everything in today's show to sell out. $14.95 for a whole metre Buy it and sell it. I'm probably not allowed to say that, am I? But you could. You could. It's not like Jack and the Beanstalk, where you could go up to a stranger and say, do you want to buy these magic beans off me for £40? If you said to somebody, do you want to buy a metre of emerald for £40, they'd say yes, wouldn't they?
Yes, they would. And like you say, everybody knows of emeralds, don't they? It's, you know, it's such a famous gemstone, so really well known.
In all those antique jewellers, all the vintage jewellery that you see with gorgeous emerald in it. $14.95, you have to check out baskets very quick. DXR, U90, Lorraine from the Shire. It's expensive in the Shire. Morning, ladies. Sorry, I'm looking this way. Let me show you your... Because it looks like I'm looking away from the text message, but it's down in front of me. Morning, ladies. Do you still pearl knot in between if you use other stones with your pearls? So, for instance, if you had the emeralds, could I still knot?
Yeah, traditionally, anything that's smaller than sort of a 4mm size, you knot every third one, but that's just a tradition. So you can knot. I've got a beautiful peridot bracelet that I've pearl knotted in between, and then I've put one pearl in the centre. So yeah, you can pearl knot with anything. If you got the kit, Claire's kit with the silk in there, because that silk is 0.01, it's ultra fine, so you can add to it to get the thickness that you want, and then just condition it with your beeswax to bring all the strands together. So that's how you use that kind of silk. If you're looking at the carded silk that we have with the needle on, then about a number 2 card will go through most gems of distinction.
And that's the silk
cards.
that's on the card, and it's got a preloaded needle on it. A text message has just come in from our Cersei in Cheshire, and Cersei writes, hang on and I'll have a look at it. May I challenge Fleur to wire write Love Goddess as a brooch for Claire by the end of the show, maybe in red hot wire?
I was just looking, I did have a go at wire writing with Claire's help, and I couldn't even do the L.
Were you all thumbs? Really?
I did love it. It's
just write it across her with a permanent marker.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Yeah, I'll just write it.
Like a tattoo.
Yeah.
Once my friend got drunk and passed out in my front room, so I wrote Thug Life across her stomach. Sent her home to her husband, who was not impressed. And it was in one of those, not a permanent marker, Max's ones, you know, that rhyme with harpy.
Oh my goodness.
He's got a whole collection. I wrote it proper, like, across her stomach. She's got an iron stomach though, so I was like well jealous of it, so I wrote Thug Life over it. £14.95, 51 chances, DXRU90, loads and loads of you. Marjorie says chic today. Thanks, Marjorie. Love that. It's Style Icon weekend.
Chic or sheep?
Sheep or chic, yeah. I do look a bit sheep as well, a little bit sheep. £14.95, Marjorie's Dion's mum, and she makes the best potatoes. I'd stack them like this. I love a stacker bracelet, I do. Looks like these will sell out in a second because we have about 40 unchecked baskets. If you would like to do this on the phone lines, it's 0800 644 655 if you want to do it on the website or the w.jewellerymaker.com. 1p&p all day long. I am itching, not just because of all of the flies in here, but itching to get over and get some gorgeous red. I've been bitten all over. All over.
From in here?
Don't know. Oh. I'm itching now just thinking about it.
Like, something's just bitten.
Yeah, all over. I've been staying in a horse box. Yeah, but I don't normally itch in there.
I'm going to be fidgety.
The horses aren't in there, and they don't bite. Well, they do actually, but not like that. They don't fly and bite. Now, let's go over to that gorgeous duo and have a look at the second kit of the day, which, by the way, how many of those kits do we have left from this morning? Because I think it was really limited, wasn't it? I'm like, lollipops. 30 and loads of unchecked baskets, so more unchecked baskets than kits. I'm just going to shimmy on into the centre. Is that all right? What are you up to over here, girls?
She's picking on me.
She's picking on you. I meant project-wise, but why are you picking on her?
I didn't know I was. What was I doing?
What's she done?
Because when I said I've been bitten, she went, as if to say that.
You're being sensitive.
Yes.
And you're not being sensitive, actually.
Sorry, I'm really sorry.
So I
really don't like that look that you do. It's really frightening.
My children are well behaved for a reason, all right?
Yeah. Scary lady.
Good. I ain't having it. Now, Sorry, I've left my tablet, is what they call it, pad of the eye. Thank you. Over here. I'm going to give to you, which kit should we do first? The one with the resin in it first? This one first. Okay. Hello.
Amazing.
Hello, Opal.
They are.
Now, because you're quite sensitive, you probably had a little cry when this came out because it's very beautiful.
It is very, very beautiful.
Very beautiful. Incredible, in fact. October's Birth gemstone. I love it.
It is. Just...
Look at the quality. Let me show you. You're getting Ethiopian opal in this kit. And you know what? Couldn't be any more fitting, could it, than to have those Ethiopian opals. Very fairy wing-esque, aren't they? Very ethereal, really magical, exceptional quality. And you are getting graduated, 10 carats of graduated Ethiopian opal. These in the centre are 4x1 millimetres and they go down to 2x1 towards the ends. They're just stunning, aren't they? October's Birth gemstone, such a special strand. You can see the opalescence really strong. Now I'm going to give to you, I love this chain. And you won't be shocked to learn that I think I've got this one in my collection, Fleur.
This one's my
it's not the exact same. Is this a new chain? Because this is not one I've got in my collection. I have a very similar one. It's not the same. These are like flat paper clips in sterling silver. I love this. I've never seen this, or it would be in the Cleary collection. And you've got a little charmy thing on the... No, I haven't got this one. I think this is new, because I haven't got it.
Is it called a box chain, this one?
Oh, no, I don't think it is a box chain, because they're longer, aren't they? It is box chain-esque, though. I see what you mean. It's called a Boston link chain. Boston link.
I can't say it like that.
Boston.
Boston.
And Boston for toilet. It's a Boston link chain is what it is. I'm not. And I absolutely love the luster. That is a gorgeous chain. We've not seen this outside of the kit, I don't think, jewellery makers. And I'm going to give you some wiggly pearls. I love the wiggly pearls because so much texture. So much texture in the wiggly pearls, and that's what you've used in the wings, isn't it?
Yeah, Claire's used them in the wings of that long necklace. And that necklace is nearly £1 metre long. That chain that's in there. So it's a really long one. So it's a very statement piece.
You've got an 18-inch chain in this one. I'm going to give you £1 metre. That is lush. I've got that one in a brace. Oh no, I haven't. I made that myself when I did that. I'll talk to you about that later. I've also got solid sterling silver. Oh my gosh, look at all this silver. So I get another, oh that's the chain from the sterling silver. No it's not, I get another chain. Oh, we've been really generous with this kit. So you get another open link bracelet chain. We've only got 41 of these, you're gonna want it. You've got a beautiful, and I really like this one because it's in a teardrop. You can see the T-bar clasp, can't you? The teardrop T-bar clasp. You've got crimp bead covers. You've got the teardrop.
They're heart head pins.
Heart, oh, my favourite head pins.
And I've used them as stud earrings. So I've got some glow in the dark studs, and I've just used them.
Can you get those for us, please, Claire, darling? So let me show you the heart head pins. And Fleur has used these. Oh, very clevs. Very, very, those are going in my ears, jewellery makers. Aren't they amazing? I really love those. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah. Teardrop jump rings.
Yeah.
I've not seen those, I don't think, have I?
They're really lovely. On the wing pearl necklace, I've used them to connect the two wings together. And also, because you've got a shorter top and then a larger bottom, you can get a lot more of that. If you're doing a waterfall effect, you can get lots more chain on that, 'cause you've got a bigger surface area that then tapers to the top.
Tapers, yes.
So it hangs so beautifully.
Caroline in Sussex says, OMG. I know, I know. You're also getting your beading material, so you're getting your monofilament, your elastic, and your beading thread. Your code, USGC58. We've only got 38 of these. It is a very, 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 very limited edition kit. If you love it, want it, need it, then get it in your life. £34.95. 0800 644 655 on the phone lines, or the w's.jewellerymakers.com. You would pay that for that Ethiopian opal alone. Don't forget you've got sterling silver chain in there too. Don't you think you would pay that?
I was just about to say I'd pay that for that Ethiopian opal, and that I was going to say I've put some Ethiopian opal into a glow in the dark ring, so in the daylight it looks like it's just it's quite a. I've made it quite large that ring, so probably wouldn't fit you
on
reason for a reason. But
come on, Fleur, that's amazing, and that's the real opalescence.
Yeah, and because resin acts as like a magnifier. So it will magnify anything that you put in it. So labradorite and opals, things like that, really, you can see the play of colour so much clearer in a resin piece than you can to the naked eye, because it acts as like a magnifier.
Oh, this is amazing. That is amazing. Amazing. Dare I say it, a bit steampunky-esque as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
taboo subject right now, I know, but...
I'm not saying anything.
Got your back, girl. Got your back. Look. Look at that. Caroline says, OMG, that fairy wing is stunning. What a team. I know. Boom is all I can say. I love it. Love this. Love our designers. Love them. They're ace, aren't they? USG C58. £34.95, and this kit is very fast winging its winging. Winging its way out.
Not just a pretty face.
Sorry about that. Another text coming in, and it's from Deb Briggs, which reminds me, I watched Mrs. Briggs, didn't I? It's what we've been watching in the lorry. Everyone, brilliant. You know, the great train robber's wife. It's amazing. Sheridan Smith, you've got to watch it.
That is brilliant.
So good.
That is good.
Absolutely amazing designs today. Loving the show.
Oh,
thanks, Mrs. Briggs.
Oh, we love Deb, don't we?
Deb's my bead sister.
Who's Deb Briggs? Do I know her?
She lives quite close to me. Yeah, I know Deb before I started.
She's been in here before, hasn't she?
Yeah.
I know. Now, make sure you're quick. 26 chances. Another one. And from Kate Ness. Wow, Fleur, what an inspiration. I can use up all my chipped beads now, and I have too small a hole to thread. If I have too small... Oh, yeah, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, anything that's broken, any gemstones that sometimes if you've got a little chip and it's fractured because it's quite a small piece, pop them all in a pot, pop them in your resin, and they will look amazing.
I'm a big fan of resin, as you know. We've done a huge resin project at our house on furniture. Fell in love with it. We didn't just start with an earring.
No,
we got straight in there.
You did.
Gone straight in there. The dog, everyone got involved. Unfortunately for the dog, who now has a stiff ear. £34.95. USG C58 is your item code. Now I'm going to give to you another element of the kit, and we're going to give you the wings. The wings. That song is in my head all this show. Did you ever know that?
Yeah.
You watch Beaches?
Don't, you make me cry.
I know.
I cry
I'm swaying like my mum would do if she was listening to that song. Do you do that? Why do they do that? My mum always does that, throws her head in the air when she's singing. I'm going to give you that, Debbie McGee. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
I'm going to give you the wings and the chain. Now, I need you to know, I've created a chain like this myself by putting the crimp bead covers over the top. But the only problem was I wore it all the time and they started to open and get caught. So this is better.
Yeah.
A metre of silver chain, and it's gorgeous. A metre of silver chain's ridiculous, isn't it? Who do we think we are? Look at this. And you get two of the wings, the wing connectors. Now the wings have got drill holes at the top. Now I'm going to show you, first of all, the winged piece. Have you just stolen? Well done.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you. I thought I'd do it before you did.
There's only one blonde thief around here. You might be the love goddess.
Stop now.
So let's have a look at where, who did this piece, the resin piece? Was it you, Flips?
Yeah, I did that one.
Have a look. Amazing! Amazing! And that's the wing connectors I'm giving you. I'm giving you a metre of sterling silver chain as well. I'll show you where the sterling silver chain was used, just right here. and used the whole metre in this one, didn't you? What a gorgeous chain.
It is a beautiful chain.
Oh, it's gorgeous. So you can see here, that chain, stunning. Every element, you've been treated this week.
We really
totally have. I love these wings.
They're gorgeous. Yeah, they are absolutely beautiful. When
they're sterling, aren't they?
Yeah, when Pip showed me them, I was like, wow, they're just perfect. Because although the wings look really nice and colourful on the white background, when you take them up and hold them, you know, away from something, they just look like stained glass windows.
They're beautiful. Oh, should we? Yeah, can we do that, please, Claire? Can you Debbie McGee for me, please?
Equally, it'd look just as beautiful without any resin in it at all. You know, it's
hold them like that? Yeah, probably down by, get some light behind it, Claire, you know, really Debbie McGee. This is going to sell out, we think, £24.95 is your price tag. So it goes like a stained glass window, it's beautiful, and you've got all that sterling stuff. I love this. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. 21 chances at £24.95, and they're going down like you would not believe. Gillian's got 2, everyone's going crazy. You're all multi-buying. There's not enough to go around. Make sure you make sure you check out baskets or you will miss out. Mandy in Liverpool says, I think this was my favourite kit ever. Stunning designs, ladies. I wasn't going to buy today because I'm skint, but I had to get these kits. Sorry, Mandy. I love that accent, it's my favourite. Sorry. I'm really sorry to anyone who's from Liverpool because I bet they get that all the time. Sometimes I pretend I'm from somewhere else and I wait to see if I'm getting rumbled. When I went over the bridge with Mia the other day into Wales, I went, how's it going, all right? And she was like, why do you do that everywhere we go? I was like, all right. And actually, Chloe went, you're so moody, Mia. Your mum got... She was like, everywhere I go with my mother, she changes her accent, and it's really embarrassing. It's like, oh, calm down. Now, should we get... Oh, hang on, we got nothing on the screen. Can we do the resin? 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 Now, everything's selling out so quickly. Now, we haven't got a lot of this resin. Why haven't we got a lot of the resin? Shall I have a tantrum? Have a look. You've got to be super quick with the resin because it sells out every time. Now, I want to tell you, and I know this for a fact, that a bottle of resin about this big of my hand, this big of my hand, because that's what I got, retails at £95. You've got, I promise you, because that's what we did with our table. We had to have one that big. It can be expensive.
Yeah.
Okay. We're about to give you £17.95. You've got the hardener and you've got the actual resin itself. Now you have to do 1 to 2, isn't it, on the ratio?
Yeah, 2 parts resin, 1 part hardener, and this is the doming resin. So this is a high viscosity resin. So if you like, it's more of a honey type of consistency that it will stay together in a dome.
That's the one that I used then,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah, so with the moulds and things like that, if you want to put a dome on something to make something look even more magnified, the doming resin is absolutely perfect, but it can still be used in the moulds as well, and you can use it to colour your colour pastes. So the thing is, we've got 3 different kinds of resin actually. Doming resin can be used with the colour pastes only, and the low viscosity is used with all the other resins, the speciality resins. So this and the colour pastes work hand in hand together, and the glitters.
It's self-levelling is resin, and I don't want you to think that it's something that's difficult to do, because if Simon and I can do it, anybody can do it. Anybody.
It is really easy. It's just like playtime. It really is.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
You do all these different projects, and whatever you want to encapsulate, you can encapsulate. You can go onto my presenter page and see the furniture that we did at home with resin and pennies. It's so clever. How much was that, Dion? So you got the 2 glitters. It's sold out already. Oh, we're very busy for resin. Now, I am going to give you the glow-in-the-dark resin, which is at pastel colours. I think these are going to go quickly, so if you're up for resin, because we give you such a great price tag. Now, so I'm going to bring you in the resin now, am I?
That's fine.
Oh, Debbie McGee's going to do it. Debbie McGee, if you could bring me, what would you like, Dion, darling? We would like, what is it, darling? What is it, darling? 9 and 10. The fire transparent resin, please. And the spring transparent resin. What have you got there, darling?
That's 9.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the other ones.
Okay, I've got orange, yellow, so I'm thinking this is fire. Black and red, yes? Yes, I got 4 of those. So, do I need to get the hardness separately, or does it come with the hardener? You get this hardness separately, do you? I'm going to bring you the hardener shortly, jewellery makers. So, have we got the hardener over there as well? I have got fire, because it's all the fire colours. Spring's here, don't you worry. Don't you worry. IVG C28, thank you, darling. You get black, orange, red, yellow, and what have I missed? Black, orange, red, yellow. Black, orange, red, yellow. Oh yeah, that's right, there's 4. I counted. 80 grams of your transparent resin. Where's a piece of jewellery where this can be seen?
So the transparent resin is all in the wings, so that's got no glow in the dark at all. That is just pure transparent resin in those sterling silver wings.
And that gives you that stained glass window effect, so you can still see through it. If you could demonstrate that, please, Debbie McGee, aka Claire. You can still see through it. There you go.
But you can also tone these colours down with a clear, low viscosity resin, or you can cocktail the colours together to make different colours as well. So you can swirl them together. So if you didn't have a blue, you could use your green and your yellow to make your... Is it green and yellow that makes blue?
Green and yellow make blue? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
so you can cocktail them together.
Yeah, no.
No, blue and yellow make green.
Yeah.
Blue and yellow make green. That's why they're here.
What are you asking me for? I can barely see.
It's a primary colour, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Got there eventually.
You've got all those fantastic colours. We are going to give you the hardness separately, and don't worry if you don't know how to use this, but you know you want it. Grab it now. Fleur's going to tell us how to use it. There's loads and loads of downloads on websites everywhere. On searches, so many people are into this. $17.95 for 4 colours is an incredible price tag for your resin. This could be in home furnishings, as I've used it. Well, Simon and I have used this at home. This could be in jewellery. This could be in keepsakes. This could be in something that's ornamental. Resin is such an incredible medium to work with. $17.95 for 4 colours. Is that a great price tag? Because I know it is.
Yeah, it's a fabulous price tag. And when we get to the glow-in-the-dark resins, glow-in-the-dark resin doesn't have a colour to it at all. So all the other pieces that you can see that are glow-in-the-dark, they've had a tiny drop of colour in them.
How amazing!
Because this is what glow-in-the-dark looks like before, and this is what it looks like with a tiny drop. So you can see it's like a...
What colour did you put in there, the drop?
So this one's a violet.
Violet, which I'm going to give you in a bit.
So that's the violet, and that's what glow in the dark looks like with the rose without it. So,
oh, how lovely!
Or if I just get the ring there, Jenny, the yellow, the other one, sorry. So if I just put them both together, because then you'll see the same sort of thing.
So that one's such a pretty colour.
Yeah, one drop, and literally one drop of yellow has created the colour that's in the ring, as opposed to the glow in the dark, which
such
is
a soft colour,
yeah,
like a rose yellow.
That's it. So you can see there, you can get the. That's how you get the colour in the glow in the dark. So if you're looking at the glow in the dark resins and you want the colour as well as the glow, then you need the transparent resins to give that little pop of colour.
I love this. I absolutely love it. You've got the 4 colours there at $17.95. I'm going to give you the spring. How many of those do I have left, Dion, darling? We don't have loads left, so please be quick. Now I'm going to give you those, Debbie McGee. I'm going to give you the hardener in a sec, so don't worry. I'm going to give you... You need the hardener with it, Dion, you see, to set it. I've got it. Yeah, we do need them. Now you've got your green. Now there's 20 grams in each bottle, by the way, and a little goes a very long way when you're using it in jewellery, doesn't it?
So I've mixed up 2 grams of colour and 1 gram of hardener in the orange here, so you can see how much I've got. So if I was to do the fairy wings, then I've got lots and lots of resin. I've got too much really to do if you wanted to infill a sterling silver piece.
When I did the table, I thought we've never got enough in that bottle for it. A little goes a very long way, and you spread it.
Yeah.
Because Simon got out his plasterer, so he got out his plasterer's thing and just spread it all across. It's amazing how. Now you have got the gorgeous spring colours. You have the blue, the green, the pink, and the violet. You get 20 grams in each. You do need to be quick with the resin. It is very, very popular. PFG C48, £17.95. I'm going to give you the hardener in a sec. $17.95 for 4. A brilliant, brilliant price. Like the hardener's coming up on the bottom of your screen. And it is 30 grams, that's separate, but it's here for you on the bottom of your screen. 30 grams with a pipette. I do love a pipette. I do love a pipette.
Can I just say as well, when you get the hardener home, if you've got the transparent colours and the kit, what I would do is pop a sticker onto this one and just put hardener 4 colours for your low viscosity, because the only difference between the hardener that you can see here, the bottles are slightly different sizes. So if I just show you mine.
This says ChemSet 8204
Yeah,
on
so
it,
this 8204 is for the low viscosity and the specialist colours, so like your glow in the darks and your sparkle resins. And the 8203, mine's a bit mucky, sorry, it's a bit. That one is mucky. That one's for the doming resin. Okay. And you can't change them over, so you can't just say, oh, I've run out of this one, so I'll pop the other hardener in.
Don't work like that.
Because it's a chemical reaction, they've got slightly different chemicals in them, you have to have the corresponding hardener.
Okay.
So
this one will go with the...
all the transparent colours, all the glow-in-the-darks, and the speciality resins as well. So if you've got any of the sparkle resins.
Okay, that's on the bottom of your screen for you, and is $6.95 with the pipette, $17.95 for 4 colours in the spring. I'm going to leave that on your screen, but it is now limited, and we are going to start with our first demonstration. Fleur, take it away, my darling.
Okay, so when you're the only bit that you have to be take a little bit of care and attention with your resin is weighing it out to start with. I've got a set of scales here, which goes, if I just turn them on, it goes to 0.0 of a gram. Okay, so if you've got kitchen scales, small kitchen scales, these are actually jewellery scales, but you know you can get small kitchen scales, and as long as it goes to 0.0, you can't really see it though.
You can always reset a scale to 0, which I found out I didn't even know that you could do that on a digital when you just press the 0 button again.
So when you get your scales, now what we need to do is we need to pop resin or mix resin in a little plastic container. Now you can't use the polystyrene cups because it will melt through it because it's a chemical, it'll just start to eat away. So these little, these are just like little medicine things that you get. Yeah. So what you need to do before you start is you need to pop that on your scales, a little bit like when you're weighing out your ingredients. You put the container on whatever, first, and then we're going to turn it on. So I'm now going to mix some of the glow-in-the-dark resins. Okay, so I've got the aqua one here. Now, like we said before, because this when it comes out, when you cure it, it will come out to this colour. So as you can see, it's very similar to the colour that's actually in the bottle, but it has glow-in-the-dark particles onto it, which will then take hold of the light and grab the light, charge up, and then glow.
Do you have to shake it or anything?
So you have to mix it.
Do you shake it? It's like, no, definitely don't, it'll explode.
No, it won't explode. It won't explode. But what you do need to do is you do need to give it a really good mix first. So I always think of this one is a little bit like one of the mica paints. Do you know when you have to really mix a mica paint because the mica sits to the bottom? Yeah. All the glow in the dark sit to the bottom.
Like when you have orange juice.
Yes, yeah. And it all just, sits to the bottom. So just give it a really good stir because we want a lot of those particles all over the resin so that we can use them and all of our resin will glow rather than just a little bit of it.
Now the price tag is on your screen, £12.95, VBR B35. For 30 grams of your glow-in-the-dark resin, you're paying just £12.95. It's such a great price tag. Such a great price tag. Give it a shake. We've got some pictures of this glowing in the dark. This is from Fleur's camera. Kindly photographed it for us, thank you, my darling, in the dark.
Yep.
That's Fleur under her duvet. You just can't see the rest of her. Totally nude.
Yeah, that's it.
Look at them glow!
So that's brilliant, aren't they? Brilliant.
And so so if you wear these in the daytime, they'll charge up all day, and then obviously when you then go into the evening, or if you're in a pub or something like that, it will just absolutely glow. And
or if you're on your way home, you're stumbling home, you can't. At least you can see each other.
Do you know what you could do as well? Good for pet tags. You know, if you're going to use a pet.
We've all lost a pet in the fog and the dark.
Yes, yeah, I certainly have. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop in there 1.9 grams of this glow-in-the-dark resin. And I've popped 1.9 grams in because I want to now take my blue transparent resin and make that up to 2, okay? So I've always got a piece of kitchen towel on standby. I'm just going to pop 1 drop in there.
2 drops in there.
And that's it, and that's enough to colour it.
Now, the resin, I'm sorry if this is a crucial moment, but the resin I gave you a minute ago, what colour was it? It sold out. So I've got the violet, and the colours are the colours that these glow. They will always look transparent. So what was the one that sold out before?
Aqua.
Aqua sold out before. Now I'm bringing you the violet, same price tag, GWRB01, everything's selling out, so you're going to have to be quick if you want it. £12.95, such a great price tag. Sorry, Fleur, let's continue.
That's okay. So I've got my 2 grams of resin in there now. You can see that very well on it, the light's just hitting that. I'm now going to put 1 gram of hardener in there. So these pipettes are absolutely fabulous because, as Jenny probably found out, when you've got the very, very large containers, it's very difficult to be precise, and you do have to be precise. Now, if you can notice, I've got my set of scales onto Claire's steel block. Now, the reason I've got it onto a steel block is because this bench is really bouncy, and it might give me a false reading on my scales. There it goes. So that's now 3 grams.
I used when I was doing mine, I had bottles of it, and then I mixed it with a cake thing that I've got with a, it was one of the silicone cake things. Was that all right?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. But what you get, and the difference that you'll feel when you're mixing this resin up is you'll feel the little granules in there as well. So when you're mixing it, you will feel all the glow in the dark granules.
Can I have a feel of that then? Because it'll be different to what I've...
It's almost got little bits of sand in there, and you'll feel that. Now, with resin, you've got an hour's working time with resin. So before the break...
You will get obsessed. I was like this.
Yeah.
Turn the light on and point it this way. And now we've got a little dip, and it drives both of us crazy.
Yeah. You can just pop a little, because it is self-levelling, and you won't see the difference on the back when you pop a little bit more in. So when you first mix resin, it's very liquid, so you can see it's quite liquid there, and that's just now mixed, if you like. So you do need to mix it just for a couple of minutes, just to get the chemical reaction going, because it's the reaction from the hardener and the resin that's going to start it to cure. Now this one's been mixed for about 40 minutes. Can you see now how this is a lot more honey-like in its texture? So you can see there it's really, really honey. So I've actually mixed that one, like I say, about 40 minutes ago. So I've got 20 minutes left to work with that. You can work with it after that. It just becomes more
stiffer.
Like chewing gum.
Yeah.
So what I've done here
Well, I think then you sort of panic that it's not going to go right.
Yeah, and I prefer to work with resin when it's in a slightly more gloopier state, because when you're working in fine areas like the angel wings, it stays a lot better.
Should I have waited then for it not to be so runny when we were doing the table?
No, because you're just pouring it on for that. That's fine, that's absolutely fine. You will find as well, if you get air bubbles in your resin, you'll get less air bubbles if you've left it alone and let it just set a little bit. The air bubbles, because it's a thicker consistency, won't get as many air bubbles in it. But you can just pop a heat over the top, so that's either a heat gun or
that's what we used,
a lighter.
That's why we don't have a heat gun here today, because I took it home.
Jenny got it.
It's in my office as we speak, that never gets used. Now I'm going to give to you, the last one sold out, did it, the violet? Still got a couple left. How many? 10 left, not enough. Have a look. I'm going to give you the red glow in the dark. Can we have another look at that picture, please, Oliver? He's on it. I can't see the red in there.
It's just at the back. You can't really see it.
Oh, yeah, I can see now at the back by the pipette bottle, sort of there. That's really like a firefly light. The red?
It is.
Really love that. We're not allowed to turn all the lights off in here, are we? So I went a bit dizzy then when I did that. £12.95. TNR B56, that was a bit weird, wasn't it? Make sure you're quick, because these are selling out. You've got to be very quick. Sorry, continue, my darling angel.
Okay, so what I've got here is I've got an acrylic block. Now, it doesn't have to be acrylic block. It's just something that's quite sturdy.
Okay.
You can pop your...
Not porous, though.
Not porous,
so not wood.
No, you can pop it onto wood, that's fine, because we're going to cover it with a Teflon sheet.
Or, they're on our website.
Yeah, your Teflon sheets are on the website, or you can pop it onto a piece of acetate or a piece of laminated paper. So anything that's got a shiny...
Laminated paper,
anything that's shiny, and then because the resin won't stick to this, it will just slide off. So there's a little bit of resin there, you just literally, if you can see, just pick it off, and it won't stick to these. I use these all the time, but when I'm using colours, I need a white background underneath it. So what I've done on this one is just pop some masking tape underneath onto the Teflon mat so I can see the colours true when I go to put them in.
And you can peel the masking tape off and it won't transfer onto the resin.
No, not at all. And what I've done to set this piece, I've just got some really wide sticky tape, okay? And all I've done is taken a section of that, wrapped it around a Teflon sheet so that the stickiness is on the top.
Oh, you're so clever.
And then I've pressed this down, and you've got to make sure you get a real tight connection between the angel wing and the sellotape, because if you get any if you get any slight gap, the resin will seep out. Okay. And it's exactly the same technique that we used in the angel wing that's next to you, that Claire put the pearls over the top. So that's using the 3mm thick flat wire. I then popped some sellotape on the back. Claire closed it off so there's no open gaps at all. I then put on the clear resin, so the doming resin, and those really beautiful glitters that came in the kit. So
they sold out already.
They're amazing, those, because they're very opalescent, like, there we go. You can see that you just literally, it's exactly the same technique. So you just put sticky tape on the back, or some double-sided sticky tape, something that's very, very adhesive, that you can then sit your wire work onto and then fill it. Now, if you're going to use thinner gauge wires, you have to just put a very fine layer of resin in there, because that's quite thick, that wire. We could get quite a lot of resin in there.
That's what's brilliant. It's brilliant, that wire is,
It's amazing. So what I'm going to do now
Before you do it, I've got to give the last colour.
No problem.
And this is the blue. So this is the blue glow, and it's 30 grams. Sorry, I was shaking it right by my microphone, and massive apologies to you. £12.95 is your price tag, and that's for the blue. QOR B14 is your item code.
And the blue is what Claire's used, that blue heart in the middle, on the large piece there, on the large heart.
This one here, but did you add another colour to it as well? Because it's transparent normally,
that's blue, that's the, so that's blue glow in the dark with a blue translucent.
I love it.
And the one that's set in the resin.
That's my favourite colour, I think that one is.
I like the aqua as well, because the aqua's got a really good glow as well. So you can see the blue and the aqua next to each other there.
I love these. They're amazing, aren't they? Glow in the dark resins. They're fantastic. Like fireflies. We don't get them.
You could do something really lovely actually with fireflies.
You could. Yeah. You could. Yeah, you really
nice.
could.
And have it hanging in a bedroom. It'd be so pretty.
And then when you turn the lights off, it would just glow. It would look really nice. Yeah, you could have the ones that go on the ceiling as well. You could do something like that. You could do a baby's mobile.
You reminded me of Vanilla Ice then. Turn the lights off. No, glow.
Yeah. I was listening to that on the way in.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. I love that song. So, what...
so weird, aren't we? Right, what you got your spectacles out for?
So I've got my Helping Hands tool. Now, your Helping Hands tool is brilliant for resin because it's got your magnifying glass.
10 times magnification.
Yeah, and when you're using something like this, when you're filling a piece of resin, like a bezel in, it's great to be able to see where the edges are, because with your naked eye, it is a little bit, and I've only got one good eye that I can see out of properly, so for me, I need all the help I can get to see where the lines are, because if not, what you don't want is you don't want a tiny bit of resin to go on the silver, because it will spoil the look of it. You want
Do you need to make sure you've stuck this down
it
tight?
really has to stick down, and what I tend to do is take another Teflon sheet and press it over the top.
Brilliant tip.
Just something that you can then stick that one to as well.
But you can peel it away.
Yeah, but you can peel it away, but it has to have a real good connection. So your Helping Hands tool is fabulous. It's also really good for setting the ring shanks on, because what you can do then is hold the ring shank in and then just hover it over the resin. So if I just
brilliant, and it can stay there.
Yeah, so if I just get this ring shank actually.
We haven't got any, have we got a Helping Hand? We've got some in stock there on the website. So they're only a couple of pounds, aren't they?
Yeah, and so if I was to make this ring, say, or something like that, I could then pop and with the glue that you use with resin, it's not, I'd do it, you get the idea. You have to
At home it's easier because you don't have to show people.
Yeah, so you'd set it up something like that.
Okay, and it would stay there all day?
It would stay there. But what you need to do when you're gluing the resin is you need to be able to use 2-part epoxy resin glue You can't use the hypo cement or anything like that. It has to be 2-part epoxy glue. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's so that the resin doesn't eat away.
That's the one that you have to squeeze in a tube that's 2 parts and it sets together, isn't it?
I won't show the brand, but yeah, they tend to come in two tubes.
You can get them in the pound shop now. Those.
You can, yeah, you can, and they tend to have different coloured lids, so you know which one's what. And you put an equal part on, exactly the same equal part, mix it together. Right. So to put the resin into this, what we use is we use a cocktail stick, okay? Because with a cocktail stick, we can actually get really close into our piece. So I'll do one of the larger pieces because you don't want my head in the way. So what I'm going to do is get a little bit of resin onto my stick, and just literally.
My gosh, that's all you need to use.
That's all you do. Just dab it in. Now don't get a really big bit of resin because it's very difficult to take resin out. It's easier to keep putting stuff in. If you do get a piece of resin that you need to take out, the easiest way to take it out is to clean your cocktail stick and then have a piece of kitchen towel next to you in your hand and literally scoop it back out a tiny bit at a time. So you can take resin out. It's just easier if you're a little bit careful with it to start with. And what you can do then is, depending on what colours you've got, so if you've got all the transparent colours, you can just fill it in. And what you're going to do is go all the way around to the edges, because this is low viscosity, it will want to go to the edges. So we're just going to encourage it. So that's my orange piece. Now what I tend to do is I've got a little section here of masking tape. I take a little bit of that orange and I pop it on the masking tape. That means now, when this is curing, I'm not tempted to put my finger into the resin that's there. I can check with a cocktail stick whether that bit is curing okay. I'm going to clean my cocktail stick off. I'm going to take the pink now.
Your orange glow-in-the-dark resin, is that the one, Dion? Is coming on your screen right now. So this is a different glow-in-the-dark colour. It will glow orange, $12.95. OKR B23. No, sorry, because everything's selling out so quickly, I've got to put something on the screen. I'm going to keep popping different bits on the screen for you. I'm really sorry. Give that a shake. So this is the orange, $12.95, sorry.
That's okay, so you can soon see, even if you had just had 2 colours, you could put the colours in. Now if you wanted to do just glow in the dark resin, you could do, and all your fairy ring would be like that milky colour until you got to where you were going in the evening, and then you would see.
Glow.
So you can see how quickly this builds up. So I'll take this blue now, but this is glow in the dark, so this one will glow in a second when it starts to get dark in the evening. What I don't want, can you see how that is going to drop? It's quite a big bit of resin that's there. I don't want that much resin on my cocktail stick, because if I drop that into any of the colours, it will just contaminate the colour. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of that resin off of there, so just pop it onto the side. And it is quite painstaking that you have to do it this precise. With the larger angel wing, obviously you can pop a lot more in and use your lollipop stick rather than your cocktail stick. But you can soon see...
I think it's quite therapeutic doing that. It's like colouring in.
It is just like colouring in, and you can just use as much as you want. Now, from where I can see, I think that the resin stops there, but actually if I was looking under my magnifying glass, it goes a lot further forward.
That's why you want the helping hands.
So that's why you need the helping hands or something.
Don't want any gaps, do you?
Yeah, you don't want any gaps, because once you then let this cure, it needs about 12 to 14 hours to cure this. Although you've only put in a thin layer of resin in, you're not putting a lot of resin in, you still need to leave it for about 12 hours, because what we need to do is be able to take this off the sellotape or the sticky plastic and it not pull the resin out as well, because we've only got a thin layer. So you've got to let it cure completely. If you've got an incubator or a, what's that word that I can't say, Claire? Propagator. That's what
propagator?
I always say propaganda and it's not the right word.
It's propagator.
It's where you put your plants, your little seedling plants, and it's covered.
Like a little greenhouse.
Like a little greenhouse, yeah, but you can plug them in and it keeps a regular temperature.
Oh, that's good.
So it cures it faster. So they're really, really good.
It doesn't take forever to cure though.
No, it doesn't. But you do have to
12 hours overnight.
You do have to be patient. What you can't do is you can't go and keep popping your finger in it, because if you do
that's why you put these blobs on the side.
Yeah, that's why I put these little blobs on the side, so I can go and test. Now also as well, I know if for some reason something's gone wrong with how I've weighed it, I can see which colour it will be. And you can take resin out. You can pick it out with a cocktail stick or something sharp. So you will be able to clean it up.
Okay.
If you get a little tiny bit of resin that's on your sterling silver, you can use like an acetone nail varnish remover, because that will get rid of it.
So that will get rid of false nails and things. You can get that in chemists.
Yeah, very, very careful you don't get near the resin, because it will eat the resin out as well.
Okay.
And don't use cotton buds. When we're doing resin, we use nothing that's got filaments in it. Okay, so we don't use any like cotton wool or cotton buds, because if you get a filament in there, it's gonna ruin the piece.
Okay.
That's why I always use kitchen towel.
Thank you. Your green is on the screen right now. ONR B57, £12.95. I am going to be bringing you the white and the yellow in a minute as well. Those will be... So we're trying to get hold of some hardener for you. So please stay where you are. I've got the yellow now. So sorry, I couldn't just see the code there. SYRB17. You've got 30 grams of the yellow at £12.95, and the last one I'm going to bring you is the white, again 30 grams, and the yellow is the colour that it glows. Let's have another look at that. Let's have another look at the example of that. So the blue is the one that glows blue, the aqua, the green you can see there, the yellow looks like it's behind. You can see them all there, can't you? So pretty. I love this. £12.95. I've got the yellow on now, and then I've got the white. How does it glow? What? It's just like really bright, like a light bulb?
Yeah, it's like a light bulb, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so I've used
that. Might be my favourite.
It is really nice, that one. It has got a really nice glow to it.
So I've got the white. It's coming for you in a minute. Another text just come in. I'm just wait. Oh, hang on. I can read that from here, can I? Could you drop tiny chips of gems into the resin on the side which Fleur uses to see if it has set, and then reuse in other designs? No waste.
Yeah, so if when these dry, if I was to put these on the Teflon sheet rather than on the masking tape, I just pick those up and put them back into some resin so it looks like polka dots in there. So yeah, you can. It'd be quite. You can peel them off of here. It would come off, but you may get a little texture on the back, which doesn't matter.
Bit on the back, yeah.
It doesn't matter. So yeah, once they're dried, then you can just pop them into resin. So we use sometimes we'll cover these Teflon sheets with resin in different colours and move it around, and then you can cut it up like a mosaic.
Now, Lina is asking, hello, you mad bunch. I think we're very sensible, actually, especially old giggler over here. All right?
Yeah, fine.
She's like a troublesome truck, she is, which you'll know about because you've got boys.
Yes.
Have they got the one that they squeeze and it goes,
No.
Oh yeah, don't get it.
No.
Can I ask what happens when you mix a totally different colour, i.e. blue, into the glow-in-the-dark resin orange?
That on the cuff that's there.
This one here?
That is orange, yellow and red, all just dropped into a mould, all different colours. So you can see it mottles, and when it glows in different colours.
Looks yummy.
It's almost like opal, isn't it? The effect of opal when you do that. It's beautiful.
So you can see all the yellow. So the yellow bit will glow yellow, the red bit will glow red. The clearer bits that are in the middle, that is where the yellow has seeped through into the mould.
I love those colours. They're beautiful. So that's what happens when the different colours seep through. But will it change the overall colour if you just drop, say you've got blue, just one colour, into an orange, will it be blue until it glows and then it glows orange? Yeah. So they will separate the colours?
No, it will disguise the colour that that's glowing as well. So because the blue is the background colour to it, so it will still glow through. If you've got any of the colour paste as well, if you put a white background behind your glow in the dark, it will glow even more because you've got that white background to reflect it away. So if you do have the colour paste, the white one is perfect to go on the back of them all.
Love it, love it, love it. Your white glow in the dark is on your screen now. ZPR B39. Let's continue with the demonstration.
This one's gone a little bit tacky now, but we can still use it. So you can see now it's really, really quite honey-like now.
Yes.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it into this mould, and this mould is on the website as well. So this is fabulous because anything that when you put resin into a mould, it will take on the colour or the shine of the inside of the mould. So as you can see, this mould's very, very shiny. So everything that comes out will be really shiny. If you use something like, I know people have used soap moulds before, and those anything silicone moulds, so ice cube trays, those kind of things you can use for your resin.
So anything that you like the look of, use it as a mould.
Or if you use a Siligum moulding compound,
I love Siligum.
You can actually make your own. So if you've got like a wing shape that you like, you can make something of that, and that's no problem.
Go on our website and check out for Siligum.
Yeah.
Have we got any Siligum in stock or not? Yeah, you know, it's so you mix it together and it's the same as the stuff you put in your teeth from an Amherst.
It is, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Brilliant.
So to get this kind of look, where I've just popped all the
there we go,
all the glitter in there, so it's like a holographic glitter. All I do is put that's on a black background, but it doesn't have to have a background on there. You can use it with a clear glitter and just pour it into your mould.
Put the glitter in first.
Yeah, and then just give it a stir around.
Oh, you put it in after, sorry.
Yeah,
oh,
so,
lush.
So it then will coat, all the resin will be coated with it, and it will sink to the top, so which is the bottom of the mould.
Okay.
But you'll still have enough. So if I just turn that one over, you'll still see there's still glitter on the back.
Yeah, in fact it looks amazing.
Yeah, so you can have that really different effect. Or in the mould, it's all comes to the front. And when you take this out of the mould, again, 12 hours later, then you can have this really high shine on this particular mould. And like me, I think we found it on Thursday, didn't we, Claire, on the website, this mould?
Yes,
it's in the tools section.
Yeah. In the tools section. Well, we've actually got it.
Oh, fabulous.
Unbelievably, but there aren't that many of them. $12.95 is for your Pebeo Jewels, Pebeo?
Yep.
Pebeo Jedio.
Pebeo, that's
Pebeo moulds, and you've got a row of hearts, you've got all the different gemstones, you've got the roses as well. It's only $12.95, and this is one that you've independently gone and bought for yourself for this project.
And in the resin pendant, that's the elongated one with the 3 different, so there's a heart, a circle and a square in that one. They're all glow in the dark, but I've used this long section here. So I've used the long one for the actual mould, and then before that I did one of each of the 3 smaller ones, and then just placed them in, and then all I did was drill straight through the side, and that Boston chain, just goes straight through. So to drill resin, you can either use a hand drill, or you can use, if you've got a Dremel, you can use your Dremel as well. So, but a hand drill will go straight through resin very, very easily. And that's all that pendant is. So it's a little bit of clear resin and 3 sections of your glow in the dark. But when you wear that at night, all you'll see is those 3 sections glowing.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Unfortunately, the mould has now gone and sold out. So we've got to finish up because we've got about 30 seconds left.
That's it. The only thing I was going to say is when you want to file your resin down, when you take it out of the moulds, if you just use an emery stick,
just a nail board for your nails.
Just a nail board, and just go around and just file it down. That's it. What you must do as well is you must wet your emery board. So wet this first. So if you've got wet and dry sand, because you don't want to breathe in any resin dust. So wet your emery board. I'm not going to do it.
Wet your emery board. I thought you were going to lick it. I was like,
I'm not going to lick it. No, don't worry. I'm not going to do that. So yeah, you just go around all the edges and just file them down, and then you can, it then makes it nice and smooth to wear as a piece of jewellery.
Thank you so much. You're amazing. Both amazing ladies. They ain't going nowhere. You better stay exactly where you are. We've got deal of the day after the break and more inspiration from these gorgeous two. We'll be back with more trouble, no doubt, after this.
The JewelleryMaker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to JewelleryMaker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck. You can now book JewelleryMaker workshops online. Just head over to our JewelleryMaker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you have found a workshop you'd like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button. Fill in the required fields and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator Wendy at any time by emailing workshop@JewelleryMaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. When you place your first order with JewelleryMaker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started. The booklet is jam-packed full of information on gemstones, tools, threading, materials and findings. There are step-by-step instructions on how to make bracelets, earrings and necklaces, and the DVD includes easy-to-follow video tutorials. So what are you waiting for? Start your jewellery making journey today. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting. But being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker.
We here at JewelleryMaker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you will receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with JewelleryMaker FIFO reviews.
Get interactive with JewelleryMaker by liking our Facebook page and join over 55,000 like-minded people. If you have a question or a query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Welcome back. This is your deal of the day. You better get in quick because you can resin over the top of this. You can use your cords over the top. It's already texturized, but if you want to texturize it more, you can. You can make a cuff from this. It's very Wonder Woman. I'm loving this. Let me just try it on as a necklace straight away with nothing, with no effort needed. It's got that contemporary look. Sorry about my microphone. It's got that contemporary look about it. I wouldn't wear it with this outfit. I'd definitely wear it with a bandeau neckline. Or, do you know what? I'd definitely wear this with a maxi dress, black maxi dress. You know, it's very Gemma Crow, is this. Already, Fleur, you just said to me, I've got loads of ideas for that. You can do loads with this. Spin some at me.
So what you could do is you could cover it in resin. So you could use your thixotropic resin. But with the thixotropic resins, I think there's some on the website, you have to use a colour paste to colour it. So it will be an opaque colour.
Oh, I like that.
But what you could do is use your resin that we've just mixed up. After an hour, it then becomes thick enough that it will stay in sections. So you'd have to do sections. You'd have to have something to hold it in place and then just move around and just pop it all on there. If it did sort of like pull off, if you like, and go onto your work mat, as long as you've got that Teflon sheet, it will just peel off. So you could. The other thing that I would do with this is I would cut holes in this. I would use my saw and I'd cut holes in it and I'd fill those holes with resin. So I'd have a big heart in the front. I'd cut a big heart out in the front and then fill that with resin.
You could do so much with a cuff. I've just flattened mine out and think, you know, you could cut this into sections It's like a boomerang shape now. You can cut this into sections. It's very malleable, so you can roll parts of it. You can mould it back round. There's absolutely loads that you can do. Get yourself on the phone lines because it is going to be your deal of the day. We're going to give you a fantastic price of just £9.95. No, no, no. So it's pure copper with a brass overlay. Lots of viewing for this one already. £6.95. These are elements that are very hard to find outside of Jewellery Maker unless you come by them by chance in the fashion houses on the high street for £6.95. Fleur, it's a great price, isn't it?
Well, I mean, you couldn't make that. You couldn't make it from the size of the sheets that we have, the bare copper sheets, because you'd need a lot bigger sheet than the 6 by 6 inches that we do.
Think how many rings you could make out of this if you wanted to cut it up.
I was going to say, if you cut it up, you could do a beautiful cuff style bracelet with that and then have earrings as well. So you can manipulate it, you could pop it in your doming block and use it into domes. They're so versatile, these. You could even pop some polymer clay on it and then use the polymer clay glue and cover it in polymer clay.
You could totally, because it'll bake easily, won't it? I'm just thinking, how many rings could you make? And it would look really cool, those really like modern style rings. Could you see how malleable this is?
Just thinking with the box chain that we did to start with as well, you know, the antique bronze box chain. Those two things of box chain.
Yes,
you could pierce holes in it and then just have lots of tassels or like a fringe coming all from the bottom and have a really contemporary on trend.
A really stylish piece, wouldn't you? Claire, I want your little bit of input, and whilst I mould this back together to its original shape, it's very easy to put back to, and it's £6.95, Claire, as the deal of the day, because you went for a little break there.
I did, yeah. I'm back now.
Back in the game, are you?
I just think when you get something like that, like you say, it's thinking about it as, yes, it's a ready-made necklace or neck piece, but then it's also a large amount of metal, so you can really play about, you know, with your hole punches, things like that. I mean, it'd be very nice, you know, with the emerald that you had, you could just sort of like hole punch down all the way along the bottom and just hang your emeralds from the bottom.
Oh, that'd be lovely. A whole metre of emerald.
Yeah.
And look, Fleur's right, this goes so well with chain. Imagine if this was a belt and then you could do something kind of medieval with this. You could get medieval on this, couldn't you?
Definitely, yeah.
I love it. Susan says, for Nativity Angel hair, yes, actually could go in the hair. I look like a Wonder Woman. You could actually put that in the hair, couldn't you?
You could turn it the other way as well. Yeah. So you'd have the point sticking up.
That's how I should wear it, of course.
Oh, you look really regal now.
Yeah. You need that for your,
Jenny went
Duchess.
to prom. Yeah. Legally prom. So illegally prom. Actually, that's brilliant. Lots of brides have little crowns. My friend got married a couple of weeks ago. I saw her on her Facebook. She had a crown. Little crown like that.
So you would just have, wouldn't you? You could do tiara twists from all along the top then.
Love it. Love that idea.
I like
You think I'm going to wear this all day now, do you? Fetch me my tea, please. Can I have that broom for a staff? Is that what they call them?
No, a sceptre, isn't it?
Yes, I'd like my sceptre, please. Can you get the broom, please?
You really want it?
I really want it, yes. Look like you're serving me. Bend on one knee and give me the broom. Thank you.
Watch the telly. Like the Queen of Clean.
The Queen of Clean.
After the note that's on the sink in the kitchen, I think that's quite apt. The Queen
Me too.
of Clean.
I told everybody off today, is that note still there? Nobody move it. I got very telly-offy in a note. And they knew because I put capitals.
You did.
Do not even think about putting dirty crockery in with clean things in the dishwasher. You are watching Jewellery Maker. I am Jenny, Clean of Queen. Not Clean of Queen, Queen of Clean. And that's happening today. Take the broom. Thing is with this, bristles are too soft. You ain't getting nothing clean with that. Wow, what a morning! Having Jenny, Fleur and Claire on this morning is a fabulous treat. Love it, Susanna in Wiltshire. We love you,
thank
Susanna.
you.
We love Wiltshire.
Yeah.
Britannia! Me and Fleur. Not me and Fleur, me and Dion. Dion was singing and I sang along, but when I suddenly start singing, for you it's weird because you can't hear the guys in this. So much love for this. It is your deal of the day, £6.95. BIB 015. Let's have a butcher's hook at these gorgeous sapphire rounds. Not something I get to say every day. Sapphire rounds, a star buy coming up for you in just 10 minutes time. They're fantastic, aren't they? If you want your deal of the day, make sure you check out baskets for it. Loads of text messages are now coming in. Jill in bed says, so mad, crying with laughter here. Keep it up, lols. I love a lollage, do you?
Yeah.
Love a good old lollage. Yeah? Yesterday I was... yesterday I had a ruffle. I had a ruffle. That's what I taught Mark, ruffle. That's what I did. I love a ruffle. His name's not Mark anymore, it's Smithy. He hates it. All right, Smithy? It's like, never call me that. Specifically not Smithy. It's happening. It's happened. It's happening. Jennifer from the West Midlands. Jenny Cleary, I love you. From Jenny and Mosley. From one Jenny to another. Now, I've got... Can we do the glitters? Because Fleur had the glitters earlier and I want more glitter in my life. Now I'm a queen. I demand glitter. And gold. Bring me some gold. At once. Imagine clapping at someone to get your own way. Mike's just like...
I try that at home.
You try it at home?
Yeah.
Doesn't
and
work
then
for
I
me.
do the sad face, and then I get angry, and then I get it myself.
It's rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rubbish. I can threaten Mia mainly with, if you don't do this, I'm not going to do this. Or the boy, just pay him. Do literally get you anything.
Yeah.
If I give you £1, will you go all the way upstairs? Yeah. Right, let's give you the glitters. I'm going to pop these on a black background, actually, Oliver. Is that all right? Now, have a look. You've got, I love, now, the great thing about these glitters, they're not just any old glitter. They're not. These have a shape. Do you remember the name of the shape? I can't remember it. Like a sphere or something. It's a weird thing to say. But what happens is they disperse evenly. So it's not any old glitter. It's not coloured sandy glitter. It is actual crafting glitter. Explain that in better detail for me, please, Fleur.
Because it's ultra fine glitter, it will sit within the resin a lot easier. So if you put heavy glitter in, anything that's heavy in resin will just sink straight down to the bottom. If that's in a mould, then the bottom becomes the top when you take it out of the mould.
Ah, yeah.
If it's in a bezel, it will just sink to the bottom. But with the ultra fine glitters, what you can do is pop a little tiny bit onto the end of your cocktail stick and just swirl it around. Now, if you want the resin to sit in like a 3D look, what you can do is you can put a layer, you can layer your resin up. So you do a layer of colour and then a layer of glitter and then a layer of clear and then a layer of glitter. And that will give it a 3D, almost like galaxy look to your pieces. But this glitter, like you say, it's not just any old glitter, it is ultra fine and it will stay within the resin so beautifully.
Everyone's using glitter in makeup now, aren't they? Look at that colour, it's purple and gold and all sorts of colours.
My daughter did put some nail varnish on and put her finger in the glitter and it looked amazing.
I can see this working out for me. I can see this working out for me. I love this.
You're going to have glitter in your eyelashes all week now.
How lovely.
No, but when you blink, you can see a little bit of glitter all the time.
Oh, that's not lovely, because the other day I thought I was being attacked by a spider, and what it actually was my fake eyelashes. They'd slipped down. Yeah. I was driving and I went, and it wasn't my eyelashes. And I was like, oh, I'm so thick. I've been attacked by my own body. You'll also get it. I've got glitter everywhere. I love it. It's like birthdays. Now, you have got the white. Now, the white is bigger, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is more like an octagon shape. So this is like this gives you your opalescence
chunky
effect,
glitter.
if you like. So this will sit and then you can that's really naughty.
Oh no! I'm so
not glitter.
Sorry, not sorry. I'm so sorry.
Glitter fest. So, yeah.
I am the glitterati.
Yeah, you are shining now. Well, you are queen of clean, so you can clean it up. But no, you do get a lot in a pot. You do get an awful lot in a pot. And what I would suggest is you put the lid on every time, because if not, you could knock it over.
Bit late for that, Fleur.
You could knock it over, and you'll get in a mess. But yeah, and you'll be hoovering glitter up forever and a day.
You can use this in your card crafts. You can use this in your resins with your polymer clays. You can use this on your face. You can. Are you telling me to smear it on my face?
No,
Is that what you're saying? It's all over my face. Is it? I don't want you to do a close up on my face. I don't like it. Is it on my face? Is it?
Yeah, you've got the darker brown one on your face. We can see it glittering away.
Have I got glitter? Get it off.
You're putting more on.
Where is it? Is it all over me? It's gone now.
Do you know, like when you on that Twilight film when they see them in the sunlight and they
Is that
glitter?
what I look like?
That's what you look like.
Do I look radioactive? Do I? Can you tell it's on my face? I like it. I like it, and it's not itching. I've done the experiment for you. Tracy in New South Wales says, "G'day, Brammy watching in Australia. This app is ace. Everyone is wondering what I am laughing at though. You guys rock. Except you don't speak like that because you're a Brummie. G'day, Brummie watching in Australia." Yeah, I'm right, are you, Bab? You guys rock, Yodo. No, you get baby blue as well. That's a lovely blue. You can't put this on cakes.
I bet you were a nightmare as a child, weren't you?
Yeah, really naughty.
Yeah, I can tell.
Really. But I was the youngest and they used to make me do stuff because I would do it just to hang around with them. You know what it's like if you're a younger child. It's not easy out there. It's not. Jenny has started a new trend. It will be called glittered fingertips by design. Yeah, I reckon. I like the way I'm glittering right now.
But what you could do, if you did have a little glitter accident like that, what you could do is get one of those takeaway containers with a lid.
Yeah.
Pop it all in there, and then you've got mixed glitters as well.
Oh, yes.
So if you did happen to spill it.
Which I'm going to, aren't I? Let's face it. Jenny, you are sparkalicious. Thank you. I wonder what it would look like in my hair. Put it in my hair to make me look younger. You know, like young people hair, it shines.
It's taken 20 years off you, Jenny.
Has it?
Yeah,
though?
completely 20 years off you now. Yeah, it's amazing.
Do I look like the fairy in Wizard of Oz? The good one, obviously.
I need the vat of it now to put all over me. I'm going to bathe myself in glitter.
Glitter, because you're worth it. Debbie says, Jenny, can't take you anywhere. I know. Now these are £8.95 and you've only got 48 left of these. We had quite a lot, but now we've clearly shown how diverse these glitters are. You're all going crazy for them, and they're not itchy. I can confirm that. Right now, it's time, not for me to clean up, because I am the queen of clean, but it's time for your next star buy. Have a look at what I've got for you now. A beautiful strand of incredible sapphires. Girls, when was the last time you ever heard sapphire rounds? We've seen ruby rounds, occasionally an emerald round. I don't know if I've ever given you a sapphire round. The classic sapphire blue. A beautiful, deep, rich Princess Diana sapphire blue, and it is the gemstone that Princess Diana chose for her engagement ring, and I think for a reason. I love sapphires. I love what they stand for. They're a gemstone connected with passion and love. Sapphires are the birth gemstone of September as well. In a perfect round, we have, girls, so many options, don't we?
You do. you can, like say, as you're doing there, just introduce two, one either side of the centre pearl in your pearl necklace to give that pop of colour and to give that, you know, an equally prestigious gemstone with the pearls, the sapphire as well to go along with. But they're great for rings and things like that because they're quite easy to make a ring, isn't it, with a round. I find they're the easiest ones to work with because I'm not as good as making rings, but for a round gemstone it's a lot easier for me to almost like nestle it into the wire. And I think they're 6mm, aren't they? 6mm is perfect for all chainmail because you can put it into the middle of your Romanov weaves and it sits so beautifully alongside the shape and that of the chainmail.
If you were going to chainmail with it, I would use a precious metal because you could charge so... I mean, a chainmail bracelet can fetch up to £200 from a jewellery maker, not just in a jeweller's, can't it? So if you put sapphire in with that, we're talking even bigger money. And the thing about this strand is you've got a lot of sapphire on here. In fact, I'm going to count them for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 35 sapphires. Claire, what sort of project would you be looking at with a sapphire?
I think I would put them with the pearls that and they would be that we had before, so you would have a perfect size as well. So again, you know, sort of going back to sort of building up confidence of in your jewellery making. But if you've got the pearls and then those sapphires, I mean, and just all you would need to do is put them on a head pin, and they're the perfect size. So I'd have the pearl at the bottom, then the sapphire, you know, and that is, you know, amazing jewellery that people are really going to comment on, but not very, you know, you don't need much skill to do things like that. It's basic jewellery making
with a really prestigious gemstone.
Yes, yeah.
And that's, do you know how satisfying is it for a jewellery maker right at the beginning of your jewellery making career to be able to use a gemstone like sapphire but do a basic technique and be able to charge a lot of money for something that hasn't taken you loads of skill, loads of time, stress. They're easy makes with these sapphires and you can charge that bit extra. Please do make sure you download the certificate of authenticity. You have genuine, 100% genuine sapphire here. You know the carat weight, you know, like if somebody says to you, I've got a carat of diamonds in a diamond ring, or I've got a carat of sapphire in a sapphire ring. I think, how many carats was the Princess Diana one? I think it was 3 carat Ceylon sapphire, wasn't it? You've got 70 carats. 70 of a genuine precious gemstone. I do think this is going to sell out. Please make sure you're quick with this style buy. OCN V09. Dion's just told me. How much would you pay for this? Bearing in mind you've got 70 carats of sapphire mind, and it's totally natural. We don't, and it's a gems of distinction.
It's a really vivid blue as well, isn't it?
Really vivid blue. Gems of distinction.
3 figures.
So you're looking towards £100, or are you talking like big bucks?
No, I'd say about, I'd put that in the same bracket as like the diamonds almost, so about 100 to 120, 150.
We are going to give to you each sapphire for less than £1. I counted 35. She's crazy. She's crazy. $29.95 for a strand that you would pay 3 figures for on any day. You'd definitely pay. I was thinking about £60. $29.95? $29.95? Just ridiculous. Mandy of Liverpool, OMG, stunning, and what a price. Got them. We'll go gorgeous with my ruby rounds. Yes, put them with the rubies, put them with the emeralds, put them with the pearls, put them with anything prestigious, high end. Claire, I mean, for you, this has got to be an incredible price tag. You can make something really simple, maybe out of birth gemstone piece, maybe somebody's name with their birth gemstone.
You could do, and just so you'd separate them out as one there. But I'm also thinking, you know, that beautiful connector that we had to look at before. We had. I mean, that to me would be such, you know, put the two together.
I don't know if we're allowed to give this, but me and Claire saw this earlier.
I mean, that is, I mean, stunning.
It will go with it. Yeah. Can we do it next? Can we? Thank you. So beautiful. What a connector.
I've got 3 of those.
You've got 3 of these. Do you love it?
I love it. I adore them. Yeah. I adore it.
It's real. Is that a real pearl?
Yeah.
But But it's so smooth. Oh, I love that. It's coming up for you next. And I think if you bought this strand, get the connector to go with it. It's just beautiful. If you've got the pearls and you've got the connector and the sapphires, that's the hottest piece of jewellery ever.
Or if you got the sterling silver wings without any resin in there, you could cover it with blue resin, put the blue resin in and then just hang one off the bottom. So don't use them both, use them as earrings. So you've got a big,
that'd be nice.
Or a wing pendant with a sapphire at the bottom.
Oh, I love that idea.
And then you've got all the sterling silver in that kit as well. If you've got the kicks, you've got the heart head pins that you could put it on too.
Oh, I love that idea. So high-end, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is about strands like this is that one idea bounces off another, then another, then another. You can go and research so many pieces of jewellery with sapphire in them.
Yeah.
You put in a search engine, sapphire jewellery, blue sapphire jewellery, you're going to get pages and pages and pages and pages. We've only got 19 of these left. You're going to have to be very quick. Now down to 17 at £29.95. I have more than that in unchecked baskets. I do have queues on the phone lines. You will get a 30-day money-back guarantee, and it's just one P&P today. £2.95 for your P&P, and that's for a bottomless basket. Be quick or you're going to miss out. 13 chances. This price tag was not supposed to happen. You know that it's blue. You know it's Dion's penultimate show before she goes, leaves us and goes on to maternity, not paternity. OCN V09 is your item code. 70 carats of beautiful blue sapphire. This is going to sell out for sure, isn't it? 13 chances remain. Michelle in County Durham says, thanks for entertaining me on my birthday. Happy birthday!
Hey, happy
birthday, Michelle. Jenny, if you still have glitter on your face, try gently putting sticky tape on it.
I've got some sticky tape. I could.
You're not waxing my face live on air. If you put sticky tape on my face, the colour that it would come back,
oh no,
it would be orange hairy tape. and you would see.
Nobody wants to see that.
No one wants to see
No one
that.
wants to see that. The glitter does suit you.
Does it suit me?
Yes,
Am I
it
all
does.
right with it?
Yeah.
Quite looking forward to, because me and Leanne are both sleeping in the same bunk at the moment because she doesn't want to go in her own bed for some reason.
Well, Leanne will be covered in glitter as
My
well.
friend Leanne will be covered in glitter. That'll get her. She woke me up last night really loud going, no, Chloe! What are you talking about? £29.95, 9 chances. OCN V09. Now, you're asking for the connector. Shayla woke her daddy up last night going, Daddy! Oh, straight in your bed, yeah? Straight in your bed, yeah. Same in my house. I've got all of them in my bed. My daughter still gets in my bed, she's 14. Now, I'm going to need to ask you, Wolfie, for another board. Not of the glittery type.
Broom.
Not broom, board. Through no fault of my own, the other one's covered in glitter. Look at all this glitter. Sorry, Wolfie. Now, have a look. Fleur's got 2. When did these launch? I love, this is my best connector in the world. I love it. Can you imagine making a ring out of that? Make a ring.
And last week, Laura Binding had some sterling silver wire in her kit. So I think she had 2 or 3 different gauges of sterling silver wire. So if you did get that kit...
Ring. Laura's on tomorrow as well. I absolutely love this. For a hat pin, for a bracelet, for a necklace, to put in the centre of a necklace, to go with your pearls, to go with your malachites, to go with your gorgeous sapphires. You need it. This is beautiful. 2 of these for earrings. You need to put them in earrings.
Yeah, you do. And then the sapphire on the bottom, or one of those pearls on the bottom.
I love them. You've got to have them. So you bought 3?
I bought 3, yeah. And they're now at the assay office being hallmarked in sterling silver bracelets.
There is sterling silver bracelets being hallmarked. How did you do it? What did you use? Did you make not silver clay?
No,
silver.
chainmail. So I did sterling silver chainmail either side of them, and then put a beautiful toggle clasp on the back.
It's a freshwater, beautiful pearl set into sterling silver, semi-bezel set. Oh my gosh. Have you got gemstones around the edges as well? Oh my gosh, you've got topaz around the edge, twinkling like fairies around the edge. I love this.
That's all you'd need to, because I've used, not with the pearl one, but I've made one out, when we did the labradorite ones, and that's all the wire work you would need to do. So if you worked with your 1 mil sterling silver wire, That's what you don't, again, it's not really complicated wire work. So you just, that's what you're aiming for. So you turn over the one loop on the one side, keep it straight on the other side. And as you sort of, then when you've dropped it in place,
Amazing.
Turn your loop there and you've got a beautiful, beautiful ring. And if you want it to be a little bit more sturdy, you can just, you know, hand coil around the ring shank.
Come and finish.
Need your pliers.
You're amazing.
Oh, thanks.
You two together needs to happen every time.
Every show.
You're just bouncing off each other. It's amazing. We're getting so much inspiration.
I don't know if I want to actually
Makers.
come too close though.
To me? Yeah. Well, why wouldn't you want to touch me? Why wouldn't you want to touch me and get all glittery and lovely?
It's just everywhere. Look. Like a cat. Oh dear. Oh no.
There's loads. Somebody's bought 5 of these. Debbie in New Jersey. Jenny, I have 5 of these. They're so gorgeous. You definitely need them in earrings. You definitely need them in a ring. You definitely need them in a bracelet. You've got to have them.
Stunning.
Match it, match it, match it. Not $17.95 today. Sterling silver, a real freshwater pearl, a halo of gorgeous, twinkling, sparkling, ice white topaz, $14.95. Definitely multi-buy these. No wonder Fleur bought 3 of these.
If there's any left when I come out the studio, I will be buying more of them as well, because I know that when I put them into my studio and it's open to the public, they will fly. And they will be the first pieces that people take, because they're safe pieces of jewellery as well, because they're not a bright colour. So you know, people always...
Classic.
Yeah, I always say pearls are like George Clooney. You might not like George Clooney, but you can see what everybody likes him for. You know, you can see what people see in him. Or you absolutely adore him. So people always fall into the category of they either love pearls or they can see what people see in pearls. So if you're buying a piece of jewellery for somebody, the pearl is, you know, pearls are safe.
She's back. Look, what do you mean keep an eye on a piece? Right, guys, Oliver's just said, like at school when, guys, everyone listen, keep an eye on this piece of jewellery, please.
Can I just say Claire's got both necklaces on as well?
You're such a grass! No one likes a grass.
No one likes a grass. I've not taken anything yet though, so I'm grassing you both up. There you go.
Right, I'm going to remember that.
I'll be back next week, you won't.
It's not the end of the show yet, none of us might be.
She'll learn. She'll learn. You're so boarding school, Fleur. Have a look. Have a look at the ring that Claire has just created. Everybody would want it. I'm definitely going to take it home with me. £14.95. YTP. I better watch it. What with old telly's hanging over there. I always hear you talk about silver clay. Might be a silly question, but what is silver clay? Is it real 95? No, it's better. It's pure 99.6%.
999.
No, it's 99. 99.99% fine silver. And you do it by burnishing it. It's amazing. Look it up. I love it. We don't have many silver clay shows, but I love it. It's such a great medium.
Trace is on next week.
Trace is on next week with silver clay?
I think it's with silver clay, yeah.
So please make sure you watch that next week with silver clay. It might be the copper clay, but it works in the same thing, in the same way. $14.95. We're loving this. We are loving it. Now, I'm going to give to you a threading pack. Let's grab that. I can't believe you were grassing people up there, Fleur.
It's all right, I found something to steal. The award.
Steal the award that Claire's name still hasn't been etched on. It's been mentioned about 700 times every time there's a break. Claire's very upset about that.
I'm taking it into my own hands though now.
She's going to glue her DVD behind it as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good idea. Now, I'm going to give everybody at home 3 lots of threading packs. So you are going to get 3 lots of the threading material, 3 lots of the... I'm sorry about the way it is. Hang on. It's just come to me like this. 3 lots of elastic, 3 lots of bit... There we go. Hang on. There we go. Beading thread, elastic and monofilament. These are essential jewellery makers. The elastic for making stretchies, and you can do crochet with the elastic. You can do so much with beading thread. You grab Gemma's DVD, Adventures with Beading Thread. You can use it as a feature in your designs. It's great for making necklaces, great for making bracelets with. You need it for things like your 3-strand weaves and your what is it that makes what ladder weave? That's what I'd lost. Your ladder weave. Here's a few examples from the Adventures with Beading Thread DVD. You've also got monofilament, and girls, monofilament is super strong, isn't it?
It is really strong, and because it's invisible, you can do that floating style necklace. So you can do the floating pearls, and there used to be a tutorial on the website of how to create that knot that is invisible, so I think it's still on there, but I know that Sheila and Linda have done it a few times as well, that beautiful floating knot look.
But you know when we spoke as well, sorry to talk over you, you know when we mentioned about the fireflies mobile, so you could have use it for that as well, you know, where you don't want to see anything at all, but it's so strong, you know, it's not just for your jewellery, so you know, like you know, the window hangers and the...
You need this monofilament
absolutely,
for that.
yeah.
I used to use it as a child when cherry knocking, but don't do that. £6.95, I think it's called Knock Door Run round here. £6.95, ZGGC26 is your item code. They don't do that anymore. They've got their tablets and they're missing out on all of that. They don't even play tricks on each other, my kids. They don't even fight.
Oh, mine do.
Mine don't. Never.
Mine do.
They've never had an actual fight with each other once in their lives.
Mine fight over their motorbikes.
Oh yeah, that'd happen. Now, I'm going to give 2 wags, apparently. I'm going to give... This sounds weird. I'm going to give you 2 wags of 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Now, I'm going to give you the maxi wag first. I'm really going to wag. I'd love a tail, so you could see my emotions. Now, this will give you the perfect finish for a kumihimo piece. It'll give you a perfect finish for if you're using wire work, if you're using Viking knit, it'll give you that perfect cone finish. I don't suppose we've got any examples of it, have we? But what it will do is you wrap your wire around, first of all, you see this little hole. It was invented by Gary Wagstaff for his wife, which I always think is lovely. And I once wore remember my Gary Wagstaff t-shirt. So you put your wire through here, put a little loop, so it stops it from flying out. And then just spin, 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 spin. The wire will go around, 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 and down. Snip your loop off, pull the cone off, and you've got a nice long cone. Now what you can do with that long cone is you can use it over the top of fabric pieces, crochet pieces. You can tuck in your Kimohimo, you can glue it in, you can bond it in, you can use this as an end for all sorts of different mediums. This is your maxi cone. I'm going to give you your midi cone in a minute. CVW G48, your maxi cone for you today is £10.95. Back in stock for the first time in a very long time. This is a patented design that is only available right now at JewelleryMaker. That's why it's got the JewelleryMaker stamp. It was made by Gary Wagstaff, designed by Gary Wagstaff, and patented by Gary Wagstaff. This is a UK produced product as well, which I love the idea of. Totally and utterly produced in the UK, made in England. And it's got that stamped across it as well, made in England, made in the UK. Girls, I know that you're regular waggers. Tell me where you wag the most.
On my Viking knit. I use wax cones on my Viking knit. And you do need different sizes of the wax wire cones as well. So we've got the 2 sizes here. If you can afford or stretch, to buy them both of them, they are invaluable. I had a sort of a tool that did make cones, but it was really difficult to hold and it kept slipping, and they weren't as good as this one. This one is absolutely brilliant. It's fabulous, and because it's got that really nice large handle on it, it's so much easier, so it's kinder on your wrist. If you have got dexterity problems, it's so much easier to use this one.
Yeah, it is. I can vouch for that because I wag often. I'm a regular wagger. Yeah. And I just think I love the effect that it gives to you. I love the way it looks, and I love the way that wagging is so easy. Customers, oh no, I haven't got that one, sorry Dion, let me,
Can I share my wag story in a minute?
I will just read the text
Okay.
and then I'm coming to you
Thank
with
you.
all the tales of
I just
your
didn't
wagging.
want to miss out.
You want to tell us your wagging tale, don't you? Do you like what I did there, wagging tail? Now, I can't read this. What's it say? Sorry. Imagine Jenny with a tail. She is that clumsy. There would be, I'd have a stump, wouldn't I? There'd be no designers. They'd all be in A&E due to the tail lashing. And then Sarzi in Cheshire. Weird. I always fancied a tail, Jen. Thought it was just me. I love the beaded cones that Mark does sometimes. Lovely finish. She just wrapped it. I've always wanted a tail to just like... Do you know what I mean? Just be casually. You know, when you're a bit nervous, you don't know what to do.
Like that bingo advert with the fox.
Does he swing his tail?
Yeah.
Now, Claire, I'm going to bring the smaller wag.
Yeah.
And then I would like to know about situations where you've found yourself wagging.
Okay. It was, I can't think what day it was last week, but Michael was there. With Becky, when we did the
When she
the
last
wags,
wagged, you were there, Michael.
The wag show. Do you remember?
Oh.
No, you were there.
You were there.
Okay,
Yeah, and so we did. I made lockets out of them.
yes,
so
I
if you do two, and so you put one on top of the other. So
Yeah.
one longer, full length. So take it all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah.
And then a smaller one.
Yeah.
And then you can just do like a little loop and a little hinge. Connect it with a jump ring, and it gives you a little ice cream cone. Yeah.
Oh, like
so
a
you can
little
put the
a
so
locket.
it was less than a week ago, so the pictures should all be there. But yeah, brilliant tool.
We'll have a look for that. $7.95 for the smaller wag. Get wagging, just like the girls do very often. QBW G27. Remember, the wax Y cone is exclusive to us here at Jewellery Maker. You do get a 30-day money-back guarantee. And right now, it's time to bring you my birth gemstone, our birth gemstone. April's birth gemstone. It's time for a showstopper. You've never needed something so much in your life as right now. Oh my gosh. I'm going to give to you... I can't even believe we're doing this. When was this a thing? I'm just going to steal the macrame board so I can show you these. Oh my gosh. Black diamonds. Black diamonds. Individual girls, black diamonds. Are you insane? I'm giving you round, brilliant cut, black diamonds. These are all Kool-Aid side up, so bottom up. I can't believe we're doing this. Girls, have you ever seen anything like it?
Can I come and have a look? I haven't seen them.
Oh my word. Can you believe this? I'm just going to pick one to show everybody.
So when we were just discussing about the silver clay, can you imagine making a silver clay piece with a black diamond within it?
Unbelievable. Do you know what?
They're gorgeous.
These are actually rose cut. Have you ever seen a rose? I've just looked at it and it's flat bottoms and faceted tops. Look. Can you see them? You'd have to make earrings, wouldn't you? Black diamond earrings. April's birth gemstone. Now, it's in my prong set grabber. I'm just going to tip that up this way so you can see them from the side as well. How many do I get? You get a guaranteed 3 carats of diamonds. Black diamonds. I've got black and white diamond rings. I love black diamonds. Nothing gives you a sparkle like that.
I remember we were in the old studio and you said that I had to buy that black and white diamond ring, and I've still got it. And
I've got it as well.
Yeah.
We both got the same one, didn't we?
Yeah.
I love it. Do you?
Amazing. Like you say, nothing sparkles like a black diamond.
absolutely incredible opportunity. Annalie in Cornwall, mine arrived yesterday. Luscious, I want to use them all together. They shine so... Yeah, I would use them together. What would you do, girls? Resin, or
I'd
would
be
you
tempted
put it...
with the silver clay.
Silver clay, yeah. Yeah, definitely with the silver clay. You'd have to speak to Tracy whether you could fire these within the piece, because I don't know, because some gemstones can't stand the heat of being fired.
But if not, you just set them afterwards.
But you just set them afterwards. So Tracy would be the best person that could tell you how to set them into your silver clay.
To jewellery make with 3 carats of very well cut diamonds. These aren't rough cut. 89. I thought these was going to be like 300 quid. Are you serious? How much would you pay for one of the jewellery makers? This is nuts. Under £60 for 3 whole carats of genuine diamonds. £20 a carat.
But you know, like Smithy, he has his earrings, doesn't he? His stud earrings. So you could do, you know, something like that. Mark Smith, doesn't he? With his, you know, he has lovely
Smithy
different...
has those.
Yeah.
Stud earring it.
Yeah.
Do you know, I'd be tempted to take these to the jewellery quarter, because we're quite close to the jewellery, and get a jeweller
Valuation
to
on
send them
them
as well, and get a jeweller to design a setting and prong set them into an
You
actual
can go
setting.
to most bespoke jewellers
Yeah,
will do
most
that
jewellers
for
will
you.
do that for you, yeah.
£59.95. 50. What can you buy for under £60? 3 carats of diamonds, even if you're buying them to sell on. Get these. What an incredible opportunity.
It is.
I've never seen this at JewelleryMaker, and I've been here... How long have I been at JewelleryMaker for now, Oliver? 4 years. Over 4 years. £59.95. LK, you have to have them. If you are that... Listen, if you're the jewellery maker that's got to have everything, you need these. You need these, girls. If you're the jewellery maker that wants to work with diamonds that are very high-end, you need these. These are individual diamonds. This is an incredible opportunity for your jewellery making career. For the most highly publicised gemstone in the world, to be able to use that. Everybody knows what a diamond is. From a tiny age, you learn that diamonds are the most expensive. This is incredible. £59.95. There are songs written about diamonds. It's April's birth gemstone. Susan, you've got yours. Collector in Greater Manchester. Molly, Susan, Cheryl, Jemai, Vivian, Diana, Lynn, Zoe, you have to check out baskets. Swetha, Denise, Michelle, Isabel, we don't have loads of these. You're going to have to be very, very quick. I've got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 diamonds. And you get a guaranteed 3 carats. £59.95 for 3 carats of black diamonds. Welcome to the normal jewellery maker show. That is crazy, but ab fab as well. Bargains galore. Great, great as always. I am loving this. Mark in Greater London. Diamonds may be a girl's best friend, but today they are mine at a price like that. Big love from Mark. We are loving, loving, loving this. Now, Fleur and Claire are going to do the Wall of Fame.
Ooh.
I'm going over, am I? I think they should just do it. Like the hecklers. It's time to go over to the Wall of Fame with a twist. It's Claire and Fleur, everybody, with the Wall of Fame. Girls, reporting from the corner of the studio. What have you seen out there in the Wall of Fame? To you, Fleur.
Amazing pieces of jewellery, but I'm going to pass over to Claire because she's got 3.
Okay.
Okay. So I've got, yes, oh, lovely hair comb. So I've got a 4, 5, 8. And this is...
Oh, I love the colours.
Danny in York. It says, hi all at JM. Please find attached my entry for the Wall of Fame. The hair comb was inspired by Gemma Crow. Unfortunately, I'm not as neat as Gemma, and this should have been a flower, but turned out to look more like the sun. It's a happy accident. Thanks to all the JM team, but especially the guest designers for all their inspiration. Good luck to all in the draw, and that's Danny from York. I think that's incredibly neat.
Really
Being very
beautiful.
hard on yourself, Danny, because that's lovely.
Very nice. I've got an epic necklace here, absolutely beautiful, number 454, and it's from Leslie, and it says, hi to all at JewelleryMaker. I'd like to enter my copper Danish love nuts necklace as this week's entry, made from JewelleryMaker wire, which I'm totally addicted to. Fabulous quality wire that I need. Fabulous quality wire that I need. A win would be great so that I can buy more colours and gauges. Good luck to everyone else. Hoping I win, of course. And that's kind regards from Leslie. That is beautiful.
Yeah, I love it.
That is
I love it. Come over. I wanted to. I was nosy.
Yeah.
So I've got 4, 5, 7. Very beautiful, delicate jewellery here. Oh, it's Shirley Harris. pretty sure Shirley messaged me last night. I think it is Shirley. I'll check later. Hi all at JM, here is my entry for the Wall of Fame. I made this ring using 0.8 and 0.25 silver plated wire, then embellished it with tanzanite. I made tanzanite earrings to go with it. All components are from JM. Oh, this is nice. I made these as a present for my sister Carol, who has been very poorly recently, and I know she loves tanzanite. Isn't that lovely? She loved them and it cheered her up, which pleased me. She's on the mend now, thank goodness. I hope you like them too. Keep on giving us your lovely gems. Good luck to all in the draw. And that's Shirley Harris. That is beautiful, beautiful jewellery. And how lovely. I'm glad Carol's better.
Have we got another one? Yes, we have.
I've got number 455, a gorgeous necklace here, and this is from Tracy Tisdale, and it says, Happy Friday to all at JewelleryMaker. Sorry, it's yesterday's. This week's entry is a 3-strand weave composed of sodalite, cracked quartz, silver-coated agate and pearls to finish. All from JewelleryMaker. I stuck for inspiration and found the idea on the Beading Basics DVD. And that's love to all from Tracy.
Thanks, Tracy. And then we've got number 456.
Oh, thank you. And this is from Angie. Hi all at JM Towers. Here's my Wall of Fame entry entitled Simply Beautiful. It's an 18-inch necklace with 60 carats of faceted tanzanite rondelles. I've used the 95 sterling silver chain, lobster clasp, and the pendant is a JM clear quartz. May I add that this strand, it blew my mind as it's absolutely incredible. Thank you for the fantastic, informative daily shows, the presenters and guest designers.
Aww.
And that's best wishes from Angie. That is gorgeous, Angie. Good luck.
Gorgeous.
Thanks, Angie. Information of how to enter the Wall of Fame is on our website. Now, we are going to say goodbye to those on Freeview, but please don't stop watching us because we will continue online for you. All the W's.jewellerymaker.com. If you've got a smart TV, you can do it on that. Just go on to watch us on there. That's what I've taken to doing. I didn't even realise if you've got a smart TV, it doesn't matter. You don't have to watch us on a tablet. No. You can do it on your smart TV. It's brilliant. Technology, who knew? We will be back with more fun and giggles after the break, probably some gossip and some inappropriateness. We will see you on the other side of this.
JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker.